Jesus God, thank you, Mikey. I'm good now, right? I should be fine now. Okay, so I was saying Bengals and Bills fans have been doing a lot of trash talking back and forth, right? You got a really good primetime game coming up, and yeah, this is arguably one of the best primetime games of the year, but that's also partially because we've had a lot of really bad primetime games this year, and yeah. But Bengals fans, Browns fans, Bengals fans, Bills fans don't seem like they're friends anymore. And like, frankly, we never should have been friends because, like, back in the day when the Bengals and Bills were actually good at the same time, like, back in the 80s, like back in the Stone Ages and shit like that, Bengals and Bills fans didn't like each other back then. So the fact that they started, like, being friends over the whole, like, Andy Dalton getting them into the playoffs thing, that was kind of weird to me, right? I mean, I wasn't necessarily against it, but it was just kind of weird that suddenly Bengals fans and Bills fans are friends. And then the whole thing with Damar Hamlin happened, and initially it looked like it kind of brought people together. But ultimately, Bengals fans, I think, felt kind of cheated about the compromise that came out, like with the coin flip and everything like that, and we ended up making that really kind of not matter as far as like us winning the division goes, but it's still kind of like... And it didn't end up actually mattering because the Chiefs won their game anyway, but I do understand, like, Bengals fans feeling a little cheated. Like, hey, we were winning that game, and you took away that win from us when, like, we were dominating that game. And then Bengals went on to dominate the next game against the Bills. And so, right now, yeah, there's a lot of interesting animosity between the Bengals and Bills that I wouldn't have necessarily expected after... the way things kind of went last week, but it is what it is. We're not too worried about it. All right, so we got first comment in here is LJ17 sports are cool. Bills, no Bills. It's all Bengals tonight. All Bengals tonight, baby. All Bengals tonight, baby. Mikey, I see you changed your name. I think I remember you saying you were going to do that in your stream earlier with the Saints game. You said you were going to change your name. So now it's Hurricane Mike. Let's go, Hurricane Mike. No longer Mikey Saints fan for life. Now it's Hurricane Mike. All right. Joe's in here. Let's go. Me and Joe were just talking before. Like, we were just texting before the game. And, he brings up a really good point. Like, this AFC North is crazy right now, dude. I'm so friggin' annoyed with every single team winning every week. Like, can one of y'all lose? Like, oh my God, we're the Bengals are doing so good lately, and it doesn't feel like there's any reward for it because the Steelers keep winning, and the Ravens keep winning, and the Browns keep winning despite their awful quarterback situation. I'm just like, But it's like, well, it's also kind of whatever. Interesting thing to note, and I said this to Joe earlier, but I didn't say this to the rest of y'all. If the Bengals win tonight, and then I believe the Chargers beat the Jets tomorrow on Monday Night Football, then the current NFL standings would have all 4 AFC North teams making the playoffs. And I've already made my prediction that I think that it is going to stay like that this year. I think the Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, and Browns all make the playoffs this year. I think it's going to be basically the AFC North and the other division winners. So, got a pretty good chance of an AFC North team winning the Super Bowl this year, and I think I know who it's going to be, guys. So, yeah, no. I'm just saying. And it ain't going to be the Steelers. Let me just put it that way. All right, but yeah, thank you for letting me know I was muted, Mikey. I saw that's why that's because of the Battle of Ohio podcast. I always have to mute the microphone to be able to have the audio come through and not have it double up. Because like there's also audio coming through from the room that we use. And so often I forget to turn the microphone back on because, like, the problem is I don't have any feedback. The only time I know what's going on the other end of the stream is when you guys tell me what's going on. Or occasionally when I go check my phone and, like, oh, is everything actually working? Unfortunately, being a one-man operation makes it quite difficult. But I appreciate y'all having my back and letting me know what is going on. Because I remember back like when nobody was watching these streams and I was literally just doing it to get practice at doing it hoping to attract somebody to come and watch these games with me. If I had been muted that whole time, I would have never known. Like, I could have gone the whole year and just never known that I was muted the whole time. So I'm glad y'all got my back. That's all I'm saying. So these are two relatively healthy teams going into this week. Interestingly enough, the inactives list is pretty much all the expected people. There was some talk about Josh Allen. There was some talk about Joe Mixon. There was some talk about Akeem Davis-Gaither. Guys like that. All those guys are going to be active. This will actually be Akeem Davis-Gaither's first game back, possibly for the season. I can't remember if he played week 1 or not. But yeah, Akeem Davis-Gaither is going to be making his return tonight. Joe Mixon is playing. Josh Allen is playing. I don't know if there was really all that much worry about any of those guys missing the game, but there was talk about it. Interestingly enough, Damar Hamlin, the guy who basically stole all of the headlines from last year's. It was a Monday Night Football game, but last year's primetime matchup between these two teams. Damar Hamlin is actually not active for this game. So, give him credit for clawing his way back and getting back to getting a spot on the Bills. Not having that very scary event make it so that he's not playing in the NFL anymore. You gotta give him credit for that. But at the same time, I would have thought they would have had him playing tonight, just at least active, just to give him some sort of morale boost. There's also the possibility though that maybe they didn't want him playing for psychological reasons. I don't know, if maybe a little bit of PTSD going on there or something like that. Maybe just hey, why don't you sit this one out, buddy? I don't know. He's also a third string player, so it's not like he's some big name type of thing or anything like that. But I was a little surprised to see that Damar Hamlin is going to be inactive in this game. Did anyone see the Ravens game? I actually didn't see much of the Ravens game, Jeff. I was watching Red Zone. I was keeping up with Mikey. I was watching some of the Packers game. I was kind of all over the place, and I watched a couple plays of the Ravens game. But that game just got on my nerves, man. Goddamn, the Seahawks. The Seahawks are a good football team, but it's every time. Oh man, they didn't look like it against the Ravens. Let's just put it that way. Once upon a time, the NFC South was the best division in football. Yeah, well, okay, back when you had Cam Newton and Drew Brees. Well, no, because then the Buccaneers weren't all that good back then. When were the Buccaneers the best team in football? I can't remember a time when all four of those teams were good at the same time, and the Falcons were, kind of up and down at times. I can't remember a time when all four NFC South teams were good at the same time. At least off the top of my head, not recently anyway. Also, Mikey says, "Rest in peace, Oliver." I'm assuming that was your dog, Mikey. So from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. My condolences. Yeah, that sucks, man. But rest in peace to Oliver. CT says, let's beat these Buffalo Bills. I think that's what you're going for. Hooray, baby! Josh Allen is not the favorite dog this season. We got this scrub. And I think I agree, man. I wanted to predict that the Bengals win this game by more. I really did. But I picked 30-20 because I'm predicting an actual blowout is... outside of the Cardinals game, which I literally just predicted that, and then I predicted the Titans game and see what happened. But I literally just the Cardinals prediction was not a serious one. So me seriously predicting the Bengals are going to blow any team out is just But I think 30-20 gets the point across. I think the Bengals handily win this game, and whether they win 30-20, I don't know. But I think it's going to be somewhere around that. It's going to be a kind of competitive, but the Bengals are going to come away clearly looking like the better team kind of game. I don't think it's going to be quite on the level of the divisional round game, but it'll be something. Daniel Barry says, "Hey, what's going on, Daniel Barry? Glad to see you back. Glad to see you back." The Who Dat Center. I need a dual type game, touchdown for touchdown. I need a slugfest. It's fine with me as long as the Bengals win. Now, I will say, I don't know if that's going to happen. The Bengals defense is really, really, really good right now. So, I don't necessarily see a slugfest. But that's part of why I'm thinking 30-20, right? Like, the Bengals defense is really clutch, I think. Let me rephrase it that way. They're not particularly, like, overall, like, just dominating. But they are really clutch. So, like, I don't see the Bills scoring a whole lot of points. With Breeze, Manning, Brady, and the area of slingers gone, we don't see QB duels no more. Well, that's not necessarily true. Like, I mean, you know, the Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen thing, that was a thing for a hot second until everybody realized that Josh Allen was definitely not on Patrick Mahomes' level. Lately, it's kind of been more so like Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. You know, and we'll get them again later this year. And if Joe Burrow is actually all the way back, then hopefully, you know, we'll see that to its fullest extent. And then, you know, Herbert can sling it. Tua can sling it. We were talking about Tua in your stream, and, like, I don't really think Tua's like a borderline top 5 quarterback, right? Like, I don't know if he's, like... Because, like, right now, I think the way C.J. Stroud's developing, he has the potential to be a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. And I think Tua's, like, the guy who's, like, on the border. Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's, like, you know, like, right now, Patrick Mahomes is number 1. And I'm not going to, like, I'm not even going to mince words about that right now. Like, you know, until Joe Burrow proves it again, then Patrick Mahomes is the better quarterback. But then, you know, Patrick Mahomes 1, Joe Burrow 2, Josh Allen 3. I don't think we can really argue too much of those. And then number 4. God, number 4 is tough. Because, like, I think Tua's 5, right? I think Tua is 5. But he's only 5 because just a general lack of competition. Justin Herbert's 6. But, God, who's 5? I would have said Aaron Rodgers. But obviously he's not playing. Let's see. What do you guys think? Who's the 4th best quarterback in the NFL? Let me know in the comments. I'll put you up on the screen. Let me know what you guys think. All right. So Russell Wilson, definitely not. Ryan Tannehill, definitely not. You know, we're not even going to do this. Lamar Jackson, there you go. Lamar Jackson's 4. I don't even know. I don't know why I never think of Lamar Jackson. Probably because I don't really respect Lamar Jackson as much as people act like. Like, I think Lamar Jackson's overrated, right? Like, I absolutely think he's a very damn good quarterback. And especially when he's playing like he is right now, he's really high up there. But, like, he's, like, number 4 for me, right? Like, people act like, sometimes they act like he's undisputed number 1 or maybe number 2 behind Patrick Mahomes. And I'm like, he's, like, 4, and that's like, when he's at his best, you know? So, I don't know. But, yeah, so for me, it's you know, Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Jackson, and then Tua. And then... But I also think that number 5 for Tua is really shaky because, like, he's got his problems. He's not perfect. You know, it's like, you know, there were lots of times when Phillip Rivers was the 5th best quarterback in the NFL, and you never really felt amazing about Phillip Rivers, right? Seahawks suck. The Seahawks were awful. The Seahawks were awful. The Cardinals were awful. Like, it was just a bad week for anything other than being excited about the Bengals playing. Buccaneers were winning some of the games. Man. What about Dak and Hurts? Oh, God. How did I forget? Dak's not. No. Dak is not a top 5 quarterback, Jeff. I'm not sure if he's top 10, frankly. But yeah, no, you're right. Hurts is... So, okay, so... Hot take. Maybe, I don't know if it's super hot, but hot take. So Mahomes 1, Burrow 2, Hurts 3, Allen 4, and then Jackson 5, and then and so Tua's not even in the top 5 anymore. Tua's number 6 at that point. So damn. Yeah, Tua's out of it. I don't know how I forgot about Hurts. I just watched Jalen Hurts play. I just watched him get hurt in the entirety of every Eagles fan on the planet lose their goddamn minds because he might be hurt. Yeah, no, Hurts is up there, and I should be ashamed for forgetting about Hurts. I can't believe I forgot Hurts. Best defense, my behind, a good QB cooks top defenses. What? Are you referring to when I was saying the Bengals have a great defense? I'm confused. What's that referring to? Because, the only time I mentioned great defense was when I was saying the Bengals have a really good defense, and I didn't say they have the best defense by any means. I said they have a clutch defense, but I don't think that's what you're talking about. Tua is last year's Jalen Hurts. I don't know about that. I think Jalen Hurts is last year's Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts is just as good as he was last year. I think Tua is still the same Tua. You know, I think you really haven't seen a lot of movement with the quarterbacks. At first, it looked like maybe Joe Burrow might be falling off a little bit and Josh Allen might be taking his place, but then we were like, oh shit, no, he was just hurt. So I mean that's what happened there. The question is an important game versus another top 5 quarterback. Can Tua outplay him when the light's on at its highest? Yeah, see that's the thing. He's never outplayed Joe Burrow. So I mean, there's this guy on Twitter who tried to say that Tua's better than Joe Burrow, and it's not even close. And that was after the 70-20 win against the Broncos. So Dolphins fans were flying high after that. But it's just no, you're stupid. And so I mean, yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he outduels Patrick Mahomes when the lights are on the brightest. Obviously doesn't with Joe Burrow because he never has. Doesn't with Josh Allen. I mean, the Bills just beat the crap out of him earlier this year. Lamar Jackson, I could see that one going either way, but I would take Lamar. I would take the Ravens in a game against the Dolphins, overall right now, and I would definitely take Lamar over Tua. But it isn't as far off as I'm kind of making it sound, but it's far off enough that I don't really have to put that much thought into it, right? Is Lamar a good quarterback or just good at running? Well, Jeff, he's really good at running, right? And that opens up a lot of other stuff with his game. He's up and down as a passer, but when right now he's going through a period of being a pretty damn good passer. Now, the problem with Lamar is he also goes through these periods of being really dangerous with the football. He turns it over a lot, and and he's inaccurate, and sometimes it's receivers dropping balls, sometimes it's just Lamar throwing it nowhere near anybody, looking like Andy Dalton out there. But he is a good quarterback. If he was more consistent, he'd be elite, and he might be higher than number 5 or 4 or whatever. Lamar might be higher than that if he was more consistent. His lack of consistency makes me be he's not Joe Burrow. He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Jalen Hurts. At the very least, I'm not going to put Lamar Jackson over those 3 guys. But at the same time, just pure talent-wise, and the fact that he does really get it done at times. But then again, think back to the 2019 MVP season, right? Or was that 18? Whichever year it was. They made the playoffs, and then they lost to the fucking Titans. Come on. Lamar's a good quarterback. Lamar is a really good quarterback, but he's also inconsistent as a passer. And he's not super inconsistent as a runner. He's a damn good runner, but... All right. So we are getting close to this game. The Bills are a little bit more injured than the Bengals right now, so that's probably worth noting. Like I said, Damar Hamlin's not active today. Then you got a bunch of guys who I have no idea, on their inactives. So there's A.J. Klein, who I recognize that name, but I don't know why I recognize that name. Jermaine Ifedi, but for the most part, it's guys that you would not expect. What's crucial, though, is on the Bills' on the Bills injured reserve. That's where you start seeing some names. So like Dawson Knox, he's been out for a little while. Kaiir Elam, whatever. Kaiir Elam just got put on injured reserve. Tre'Davious White's been out for a while. So like, both of these teams are relatively healthy right now, but there's a couple of things going on with the Bills that's a little concerning for them injury-wise. Mikey says A.J. Klein was a Saints player. All right, well, maybe that's where I remember him from. I don't know. I just remember that name, but I don't know anything about him. Like, Who Dat Center says, question of the stream, everyone got to answer. The era of quarterbacks was the best 70s, 70 to 85, 85 to 2000, 2000 to 15, or 15 to now. What era of quarterbacks was the best? I would argue this current generation of quarterbacks is unbelievable. Like, relative to the talent of everybody else in the NFL, some of those quarterbacks in the 80s were insane, right? Like, I mean, you had, like, John Elway and Joe Montana and Dan Marino and, like, Dan Fouts and Boomer Esiason and guys like that all playing at the same time. And there's dudes who, like, aren't even in the Hall of Fame discussion who would be in the Hall of Fame discussion in other eras. Like, that 80s era for quarterbacks was, relative to the talent that was in the NFL at the time, the 80s was crazy. But at the same time, if you take, any of the, like Dan Marino, take the most talented quarterback from the 80s and the 90s, Dan Marino, and then you put him up against Patrick Mahomes, it's not even close. Like, the talent-wise, this current era is the best we've seen. And it's probably just going to keep getting better, honestly. Like, once this, the next era after this is probably going to be better than this, just because that's the way that the talent goes. All right, so we are, I'll get to the rest of these comments here in a second, but the kick is away, and Travion Williams is going to be returning this one. And he's going to take it from the 1-yard line. I don't know how smart of an idea that is, but he gets it to the 25. Oh, well, okay. So it does end up being a terrible decision, but it kind of seems a little unnecessary. All right, Bengals are coming out onto the field. Joe Burrow has looked all the way back in recent weeks. Especially against the 49ers, man. I think that bye week really did him some good. So let's see if we can keep that momentum going. That's what I really want to see. Oh my God, and they pulled it off too. I'm seeing like the audience is all striped. Like they really color coordinated that really well. They striped the seats. Joe Mixon is motioning into a slot wide receiver position. Burrow throws to him, and he gets down to about the 31, 32, maybe the 33? I think the ref's going to call it the 32. But, nice little 7-yard pickup on the first play. Let's go. Ooh, that quarter is bothering me right there. Like up on my scoreboard. Quarter's bothering me. There we go. I fixed it. All right, 2nd and 2. So it was an 8-yard pickup, actually. 2nd and 2, Joe Burrow is going to be under center. He motions Tyler Boyd to the right. And then he's going to throw to Joe Mixon again, who's got a nice little hole. He's got some blocking from Alex Kappa, and he gets it down. Gets about a 10-yard pickup there. Nice play by Joe Mixon. Good little dump off there by Joe Burrow. Gets a pretty decent gain. Gotta love it. Yes, Mikey, I definitely enjoyed the stream today. You guys, you in particular, I really liked Who Dat Center's commentary. You really kind of sound like you know what you're talking about. But Mikey, your reactions were golden. You should take shorts of take clips of your reactions from games and put them up in shorts. Those are funny, man. Joe Burrow shotgun formation, 1st and 10. From the 47-yard line, from their own 47-yard line. And then Travion Williams is going to take the carry, and he's got a nice hole for about another 7 to 8-yard pickup. Let's go. All right, some of these other comments. Nobody thought Hurts was good when he did what he did, so is Tua. Well, yeah, but I mean, people have thought Tua's good for a while. That's the biggest difference. Jacob Conley, do you have a brother named Tyler Conley? I don't believe so. I don't believe he does. What's going on, Bacon Man? Maybe a relation, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. All right. 2nd and 3. It was a 7-yard pickup. It's going to be another handoff to Travion Williams, and that time the Bills swallow up the run and only picks up about a yard. Only picks up about a yard. Let's see. I'm not gonna highlight every single one of these comments, obviously. They compared Tua to Drew Brees. I agree with that, Who Dat Center. Like, not as in, like, he's as good as Drew Brees by any means, but he's got a similar, like, style of Drew Brees. You know, he's got, like, he's built similarly to Drew Brees, and he's got the same kind of arm, you know? That's what I think people are comparing. But as far as, like, actually being as good as Drew Brees, no, Tua's not that good. Burrow takes the snap, he throws, and it's caught. That's number 87. Is that Tanner Hudson? We got a Tanner Hudson sighting, y'all. We got a Tanner Hudson sighting after a very disappointing first, 8 games or so, 7 games, first 7 games from Irv Smith. We finally got Tanner Hudson on the roster, and the very first time he gets targeted, he picks up a first down. You gotta love it. Oh, you gotta love it. Now, not that we use tight end all that much anyway, to be fair. So if Irv Smith isn't, like, getting it done, it's like, who cares, really? But you still like to see people contributing. All right, it's going to be a fake handoff to Joe Mixon. Joe Burrow is going to get out of a tackle, and he's going to get it completed to T. Higgins. Let's go. That's another first down. That was a good job for Joe Burrow to get out of the pressure. He actually almost got tripped up and fell over, but he managed to stay on his feet, find T. Higgins for a first down. Yeah, he actually had somebody, like, on his ankles, and he managed to get off of that. That was pretty cool. The Bills did just lose to the Pats, that's true. Okay, I thought I turned that on Do Not Disturb. Breeze destroys Tua every day. I mean, yeah, he's better. Breeze is definitely better than Tua. That's for sure. All right, Joe Burrow hands the ball off to Joe Mixon, and he keeps his feet moving. Only had about a yard picked up, but ends up getting about 3, so you got to respect that at the very least. So what I'm saying, guys, I'm not saying that Tua is as good as Drew Brees. I'm just saying, like, Drew Brees is basically what Tua could be if Tua reached his potential, right? Like, that's what Tua could be if Tua was at his best. That's the kind of quarterback he would be. That's the kind of quarterback he frankly is. The Bengals are already in the red zone. I didn't even realize that, but we're at the 18.5-yard line right now. 2nd and 7. This offense is moving. Come on, let's get a tutty. Let's get a tutty on the first drive. Joe Burrow takes the shotgun snap. He throws. It's caught. And that's Irv Smith. All right. We got an Irv Smith sighting now. Don't fumble the fucking ball this time. I'm sorry, that just pissed me the fuck off against the 49ers. Irv Smith was having a great game against the 49ers, and then he fumbled right before halftime and gave the 49ers a little bit of momentum, and he just completely fell off the rest of the game. But, dude, I love it. Like, Irv Smith has kind of become a bit of a scapegoat for Bengals fans lately. Like, they just trash him constantly, and he's earned it. But, I like seeing him, like, I want to see him do well. He plays for the Bengals at the end of the day. Joe Burrow takes a shotgun snap. He throws it, and that's Irv Smith touchdown! He caught it! Let's go! Irv Smith with the touchdown! I was just talking about him, man. Let's go! Let's go! Hoo-day! Hoo-day! Let's go! Let's go. I love to see, like I said, I want to see Irv Smith contribute. He's been a bit of a scapegoat for Bengals fans because he hasn't been producing, but there he is right there getting it done. I haven't been the biggest Irv Smith fan either, but like with Eli Apple, and this is what I was talking about in y'all's stream, by the way, but like Eli Apple, I want to see Irv Smith, like, prove me wrong. Like, I'm talking all this shit. I don't want to be right about that. Extra points good, by the way. But I don't want to be right about talking all this shit. I didn't want to be right about Eli Apple. I invited Eli Apple. I'm like, dude, when you stop constantly getting destroyed and just completely sucking and making it so that we, like, the big reason why we're losing a lot of these games, if you stop doing that, then I will stop talking shit about you. And Eli Apple did that. And then he started talking shit and backing it up for the most part. So, and obviously the Super Bowl happened, and then he didn't stick around after that. But I'll tell you what, dude, guys, I would be the most annoying Eli Apple fan on the planet if we had won that Super Bowl. Like you, like Mikey, you and David, y'all should probably be happy the Rams won that Super Bowl, because I would be the biggest Eli Apple stan on the planet if we had won that Super Bowl. I really would be. Oh, jeez. Did not mean to do that. Come back. Is that on its way? Okay. Caleb Williams is the most overrated prospect ever. I'll be honest, I couldn't tell you much about that, Mikey. I don't think he's that bad. But I don't really watch a whole hell of a lot of college football, right? Like, I'll watch it from time to time, but I'm not really like, until draft time comes around, and I look into a lot of college film come draft time, right? But like, until draft time, you know, it's all NFL for me, and I haven't really seen a lot of Caleb Williams film. So, I mean, I know he's gotten a shit ton of hype, and so it would be very difficult for one to actually live up to that hype, especially when you're a college student. But, I mean, I honestly don't know. I mean, he could be as good as advertised. All right, so I am going to go real quick. I'll be right back, though. Be right back. And I don't really have any videos that I can play to keep the masses entertained, but I'm going to play this.
You can't keep getting away with it! He can't keep getting away with it!
He won't. Hammer. High five. Good job. Good read. All right, good job. All right, making it back just in time for the kickoff. Just in time for the kickoff. That's going to be returned from the end zone. That was a terrible decision. The Bengals take him down at the 15-yard line. What are you thinking? Well, I don't understand what these people are thinking. Like, why would you try to return the ball if it's a really deep kick? I don't understand what they're doing. But the Bills are going to give the ball the 15. Okay, I'm just going to have to... Got a lot of comments here. I'm not going to be able to keep up with all of these. Conley, you're in Santorini. Nice, dude. That's crazy. Dude, I'm jealous. I really am. Like yeah. Oh, hold on. Josh Allen throws. It's caught, tackled by Mike Hilton. It's about a 5-yard pickup. And that's... I can't tell who that is. That was a tight end. That was a tight end. That was number 86, I think. Dalton Kincaid. All right. Well, that was Dalton Kincaid on the catch. But yeah, no, dude, Santorini. I'm kind of jealous of that. That's really cool. I've always kind of wanted to go there. One of many places in that area I've generally wanted to go. Josh Allen on 2nd and 5 takes a shotgun snap, throws. It's caught. Nope, it's dropped. Dalton Kincaid drops it. Let's go. Let's go. Great job by the Bengals, I think, to knock that ball out. But it looked like it was caught initially. How do I clip? How do I put clips up? Well, I'm using OBS. I don't know what software you're using, Mikey, so you'd have to tell me what software you're using for me to tell you how to do that. Oh, how to take clips out? Yeah, you find the video and then you just put it in a video editing software and clip it down. That's all you do. All right, Josh Allen, shotgun snap on 3rd and 5. Throws, and it's caught. Stephon Diggs, and that's going to be a first down. All right, down to the 30-yard line, so that's going to be a Bills first down. Now, I will say the Bills are... getting yards is a little more difficult for the Bills than it was for the Bengals, so maybe that's a good sign, but definitely like to see them not give up first downs, though. We knew it was going to happen. Eli one-on-one with number 1 for games was doomed to failure. Well, yeah, that's honestly, who dat center, that's what happens when, like, literally your entire secondary... Like, Eli Apple was never supposed to be the starter. Stephon Diggs is going to get a dump off, and oh my god, nobody can tackle him. Go get him! He's down to the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35. Good god! How the hell do you just let him get loose like that, man? Dude, the tackling this year has been so bad for the Bengals. That's the biggest problem with them. I've got to say, by far, with the defense, has been the tackling. Like, they've been doing a pretty good job this year, but they just cannot tackle anybody. That was... come on, you could do better than that. That was DJ Turner on the initial missed tackle. Wearing Eli Apple's old number 20, by the way. All right, well, 1st and 10 after the big gain. Josh Allen scrambling around, throws, and that is caught. Yeah, he just got loose on the side there, man. Terrible. Terrible. Eli Apple wasn't supposed to be the number 1 that year. We had like 3 guys go down ahead of him, and he just ended up being the number 1. And he was a way better number 1 than what we thought we were going to getting down to our 4th string cornerback. So that's part of why I like Eli Apples. He stepped up for the most part when he was called on. Obviously, the Super Bowl happened, but in general, the defense did a good job in the Super Bowl. They just couldn't finish it off. Partially because of the Logan Wilson PI that wasn't a PI, but whatever. Josh Allen takes a shotgun snap, caught. Jermaine Pratt takes him down, but not after, Dalton Kincaid picks up a 12-yard gain, and now the Bills are knocking on the door, so maybe this is going to be a high-scoring game after all. I don't know. Caleb Williams, not bad, has to learn. Yeah, I've heard some up and down things about him, I don't know, but I've also heard a lot of really incredible things about him, so it's hard to say. I'm on my honeymoon. Athens was my favorite. I'm great if you're open to inviting strangers into your hotel room. Hold on. Josh Allen fakes the handoff, and he's just going to run it in. Nick Scott. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like Nick Scott was, like, right in front of Josh Allen, and Josh Allen pump fakes it, and Nick Scott just, like, takes the bait as badly as I've ever seen anybody ever take the bait on that pump fake. Like, Josh Allen just, like, pretended to throw the ball. And there's a flag on the play, though. What's the flag? We've got, as Tom Grossi would say, laundry. What's the flag? Hopefully it's holding on the Bills. That'd be nice. But that does not negate the fact that Nick Scott just got pooped on that play. Alright, so what's the flag? The touchdown's good, whatever the... Oh, there's taunting on the Bills. So it's going to be enforced on the extra point. Or no, I guess that'd be enforced on the kickoff, right? I hate it when it's called for other teams too, man. Like, I hate the taunting penalty. I really do. Like, let the man celebrate. The man just juked Nick Scott out of his goddamn socks and, like, posterized that man on live television. And you're not going to let him celebrate? What a joke. What a joke. And that's bad for... That's good. That's a good penalty. Very minor good penalty. But still, that's a good penalty for my football team. I hate that they call that shit. That's so annoying. All right, extra point is up. And that one kind of trailed over, but that's good. All right, so we got a 7-7 ball game, y'all. This is about more of what I think people expected out of Bengals-Bills, though. Josh Allen actually getting it done. We haven't gotten that in Bengals-Bills games yet, so this might be a high-scoring affair, more so than I thought it was going to be. Mikey recorded a video of my reactions. Yeah, I've seen you have some reactions, but I'm talking about the ones that in the moment while you're live watching the game. I think those would do well for you. They do well for me for the most part. Jim, what's up? Not sure if the Bengals can score 30, but at least your prediction is realistic. Look. I had one unrealistic prediction against the Cardinals. And that wasn't even that realistic. The Browns just fucking beat them 30-0. So, I mean, it's not that unrealistic, I don't think. But, again, to be clear, that was not a serious prediction. But, yeah, not sure the Bengals can score 30. They look great right now. I don't know why they couldn't score 30. That first drive, the offense looked great. The Bengals always do well offensively against the Bills. Typically, they do well defensively, too, but, that They just kind of let them do whatever they wanted on that first drive. So we'll see. We'll have to see. Gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated. All right, so I'm finally caught up to all those comments. I love y'all, by the way. What do we got? We got like 7, 8 people, like individual different people all commenting. I appreciate y'all. Which for me, that's big. I appreciate having every single one of you in here. You know, like we like honestly, like we could have like one person in here, and that'd make me happy. Because like honestly, part of the reason I started this YouTube channel is because like frankly, none of my friends really get into football like I do. Like, I mean, I have one friend, well, okay, I have 0 friends who get into football like I do, first of all. I've got one friend who watches often and talks about it a lot, which occasionally we'll get together and watch games and stuff like that. And then we'll kind of bring together the rest of our friend group, and those guys aren't quite as into it. But I don't really have anybody who can really, like, who I can just kind of, like, sit down and, like, enjoy the actual game itself with. So I really appreciate y'all being here and, at the very least, just making this a more enjoyable experience. Even the ones who come to talk trash, you know? Next draft, better see the first 2 picks on secondary. Well, our second-round pick this year was Jordan Battle. And he's been really good every time he's been on the field. Why they're still playing Nick Scott, I don't know. The Bengals seem to be allergic to playing rookies for whatever reason. But every time Jordan Battle steps on the field, he plays really well. And Nick Scott is terrible. So why Jordan Battle's not playing, I don't know. But it's stupid. It's just the stupidest. If there's ever one thing I've ever disagreed with Lou Anarumo more on, kickoff by the way. With nothing interesting happening on the return. But if there's one thing I've ever disagreed with Lou Anarumo on, it's that. It's playing Nick Scott over Jordan Battle, who is clearly light years ahead of him. I don't know. The rest of the secondary is fine. You know, like, Bengals actually spent a lot of capital lately on cornerbacks, and the young cornerbacks have been playing well. And then Dax Hill's been doing good at Jesse Bates' stead, so it's really just Nick Scott. Oh, man. Joe Burrow throws to Jamar Chase, and that gets knocked around by, I think, Dane Jackson. There's a flag on the play, though. I wonder if they're going to call pass interference, because that was pretty close. Roughing the passer. Interesting. They're calling roughing the passer. Joe Burrow never gets roughing the passer called on him, so let's see what happens here. This is one of those dumb, like, with your body weight on the quarterback type of roughing the passer. Not really. So he grabs his neck, and so I can see how that's a little dangerous, right? And Joe Burrow's kind of like got a little whiplash from it. So I can kind of see maybe, I don't know. That's a really soft call, but it's not the worst one I've ever seen before. So whatever. Bengals got the ball 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line now. All right, it's going to be a fake pitch to Mixon. Joe Burrow's going to roll out right. He throws, and that's caught by Andre Yoshivas. And I think he came just inches short of picking up the first down there. I think he was ahead, and then he came back and tried to get back ahead, but couldn't quite. So I wish he would have just gone down right away. That's fine, though. Recorded a video in-game. Well, there you go, Mikey. I do not know who I want to win. I don't like both teams. Who are you a fan of, Bacon Man? Fuck you. Go Bengals. I don't give a shit. Go Bengals. I don't know who you're a fan of, though. All right. Joe Burrow hands the ball off to Joe Mixon, and Bills do a good job of getting in the backfield, but Joe Mixon jukes him and gets the first down. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Mikey asks, why didn't you tell me Cole Kmet turned into Randy Moss? Well, frankly, Mikey, because I didn't know that Cole Kmet was Randy Moss. I could have told you, though, that Cole Kmet was, doing pretty good for a Bears rookie tight end. You know, he's definitely one of the brighter spots of the Bears right now. But, I mean, y'all won, right? So does it really matter? All right. Joe Burrow, shotgun formation. He's got Joe Mixon in the backfield with him. Got some people scrambling up on the front line. Joe Mixon takes the handoff, and he just gets taken down in the backfield. Dane Jackson eats that play alive in the backfield. Looks like Joe Mixon was going to juke him out a little bit, but he couldn't quite complete it and just goes down. About a 1 yard loss. So it's going to be 2nd and 11. Well, that wasn't a good play. Great tackling by the Bills, though. Hey, you know what? Bengals, maybe you should watch the film there. Watch somebody learn how to tackle somebody. Just a thought. All right, so it's 2nd and 10. Officially, I guess there was no loss on the play. Joe Burrow takes a snap, gets out of pressure, throws it away. And it's intercepted, but it was way out of bounds. So, still not a good play, though. It's 3rd and 10. Dane Jackson is all over in this game right now, man. Joe Burrow threw it out of bounds, and Dane Jackson did, catch the ball, but he was well out of bounds when he caught the ball, so. Still annoying, though. Still annoying. Come on, offense. You're better than this. Come on, offense. Tell you one thing, offensive line's been looking a little suspect today, which is new for them this year. The offensive line's been really good this year, so this Bills pass rush has been not good for the Bengals. Joe Burrow takes a shotgun snap. Good protection there. Throws, caught Tyler Boyd, and there's a first down. There you go. Let's get it going. That's what you want to see right there. That was really good pass protection for Joe Burrow on that play too. For want to give him credit I think David was talking about this with Mikey on his stream, but it's you want to be able to give people credit when they do something good in addition to talking the trash, right? So, offensive line has not had a great game so far today, but that was a really good play by them. And also a great throw by Burrow, a good play by, Boyd too. It was just good all around, but I definitely want to shout out the offensive line for having good pass protection. And once again, good pass protection. Tanner Hudson's going to catch it, and he is juking people out and picking up a first down of his own. Tanner Hudson, baby. Let's go. Bengals been using a lot of tight ends today because I've seen Drew Sample's been in there. Tanner Hudson and Irv Smith have both caught passes. Drew Sample's more of a blocking tight end than he is a pass-catching tight end, but still, he's been in there. They're using a lot of tight end sets lately, which is very abnormal for the Bengals. All right. From the 19-yard line, Bengals are knocking on the door again. We're in the red zone. All right. Shotgun snap. Rolls back. Good protection. Throws. Looks like there was some miscommunication there with T. Higgins. Not really sure what was going on there, but Joe Burrow, I think, threw it to a spot that he thought Higgins was going to go to, and Higgins just never saw it. Or never got to it or whatever. I don't know. All right, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2:11 left in the first quarter. It's been an interesting game so far. Definitely, I would say so far, it's been the kind of game that I think most neutral fans were hoping to see from this one. Definitely been competitive so far. And a decent amount of offense. Joe Burrow takes the snap, gets out of pressure, rolls to his right, gonna throw, caught T. Higgins, he dives, is it a touchdown? Oh, they're saying it was a yard short. All right, well, that was still an awesome play by Joe Burrow. Once again, rolling right out of pressure. Joe Burrow seems to be at his best when he's avoiding pressure, guys. I will say that's one thing about the offense. I see. They're actually going to mark him out about the 2-yard line, maybe the 3, because his foot did step out of bounds. Yep, but that's still going to be a first down. That's still a first down, and you got the ball at the 2.5-yard line, so that's perfectly fine with me. Let's get it in. Come on. They're probably expecting run, but I say run it anyway. Run it on first down. And they're not going to. They're going to toss it to Jamar Chase, who stiff arms a man and picks up about a half a yard. So, clearly, probably should have ran the ball on that play. I don't know. I definitely think you run the ball on this play, though. It's 2nd down. You don't want to run the ball on 3rd down. because you just never know what's going to happen on a run. But, like, you got an opportunity here. Run the ball. I think you run the ball here. That's my thought process. Unless you're planning on going for it on 4th down, which I don't know why you would. All right. From the shotgun formation, I'm saying run the ball. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying run the ball. That's what I think you do right here. But we'll see. All right, shotgun snap. He's not going to run the ball. He's going to throw, and it is caught. And they're saying he was out of bounds when he caught it. Jamar Chase caught that ball, but they're saying he was out. All right, well, you're definitely not running the ball here. Oh, no, that's a catch! That's a catch. Oh, no, okay, he dropped it. Okay, he ended up dropping. He caught it, he got both feet in bounds, but he couldn't finish the process of a catch. That sucks. Damn, he had that too, and he was open. Jamar Chase just dropped it. That's all that happened there. Like, it wasn't good coverage. It wasn't a bad pass. Jamar Chase just dropped it. Can't do that. All right, on 3rd down, it's going to be a run, and there you go. There's the touchdown. Okay. So the Bengals did it the opposite of the way I said to do it, and they got a touchdown. So I guess that's why Zach Taylor's the coach, and not me. But whatever. That's a touchdown, Bengals, y'all. 13-7. Joe Mixon gets himself a tutty. And we got a game. We got a fun game so far, man. A lot of offense. I'm the type of guy who's weird. I like defensive football games, but I also like offensive. I just like football, you know? Like I like defensive games and I like offensive games, but I know for the most part people like offensive games, and that's what you're getting here. Money Max got the money kick, and that is up and good. It's 14-7. Well, it's not 1,314-7, but it sure would be nice if that was the case. Sure would be nice, wouldn't it? All right, we got a couple more comments. What was my favorite reaction? I don't know, Mikey. Some of your reactions from earlier in the game that I watched, I thought those were fucking hilarious. Partially because they were just some of them were so over the top and just like not... Like, some of them were just so over the top and, like, frankly, irrational. Not to put a statement of quality out about you as a person, but, like, some of the things that you said were just so irrational and it was funny. So, but I can't remember a specific one, though, sorry. Orca Patrol says, let's go Ravens. Well, no thank you. No thank you, Orca Patrol. Bungle's gonna lose. Well, they're winning right now, so you can go take your happy ass home, Orca Patrol, and your Ravens admittedly look really good lately. I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna be going up in my power rankings. Well, no, they're not. No, they're not. I think I had the Ravens at number 2, so they can't go up in my power rankings unless the number 1 team loses, and they didn't. So they actually were dominating early in that game. Like, the Chiefs were my number 1 team, and they were dominating the Dolphins early in that Germany game. And, you know, they ended up kind of letting them back in it. But I got to say, like, there's no way the Chiefs are coming down from number 1 right now. I hate the Bills more than anything, and my brother likes the Bengals, and you know how your brother likes a team, you like a different team. My favorite team is the Steelers. You're that guy. Okay. So you're that guy, Bacon Man. You're exactly the kind of guy that... Except for the fact that you're a patron of my channel, in which case you're forgiven for all of your football illnesses, mental illnesses of being a Steelers fan. You're forgiven for all that because you're a patron of my channel, and I love you for that, so that's awesome. But, bro, I'm not going to lie. That's like the worst kind of Steelers fan you can be, is the guy who's just a Steelers fan because it pisses somebody else off. Like, those are the kind of people who made me hate Steelers fans. So, I mean, I also get it. It's your brother, and you're just being antagonistic with your brother. But I got to say, my brother's a Bengals fan. So, well, my brother doesn't really like football, but my brother prefers it when the Bengals win. So, it's about as close as you can get to being a Bengals fan without actually caring about football, I guess. Derek Carr don't get roughing the passer penalties either. Yeah, dude, Joe Burrow, like, I mean, he's been getting some of them lately, but, like, just for the longest time, and it's going to be... I'm so confused. Is that fair caught at the 2-yard line on the kickoff? Or did he run it out? Did I just... Because they're not lining up at the 2-yard line. Okay. I must be correct. I swear to God, I saw him fair catch that ball at the 2-yard line. He must have fair caught it in the end zone and, like, running out, and I just, like, my brain must have glitched or something for a second. Are we back to the online doing awful? Well, I don't know. Are we, Jeff? I don't think the Bengals are doing awful. That's what you're saying. Josh Allen's going to hand the ball off to number 4, and the Bengals are all over him, but can't fucking tackle him. Good God, and they still let him pick up a yard. And Nick Scott ends up tackling him. That's how bad the tackling was on that play. My God. I don't even know who that was who got the carry. Number 4, James Cook. Okay, I didn't know he was number 4. That's all that was. Joe Burrow's 100% healthy. He looks like it. Yeah, Joe Burrow looks 100% back. Like he just looks... Joe Burrow looks like he's 100% back. That's all I'm saying. The Bengals O-line is better than the ragtag of misfits Coach Prime has at Colorado. It's odd that the media can call players out, but Deion can't without people thinking it went too far. Yeah, well, Deion's under a lot of scrutiny because he's Deion fucking Sanders, right? That's the reason. And then there's, like, all this talk about, like, you know, him, like, leaving his HBC school and going to Colorado and like, why did he do that? You know, because he was building a powerhouse in the HBC, like, conferences and... You know, I think people were wanting to see him stick by his principles, and then he didn't. And also, him being a celebrity, people are going to, like, pay attention to everything he says. And I think because of that, he's been getting a little defensive, too. So it's just kind of like this self-repeating cycle. And I don't think Deion Sanders is handling being a celebrity coach very well. But as far as the Bengals offensive line goes, the Bengals offensive line's fine. Like, you know, I mean, like, they're still not, like... an elite unit by any means, but they're a serviceable, they're a good, the offensive line is overall good, I would say. They're not great, but they're good, and that's all we really ever wanted out of the offensive line was to be good, to give Joe Burrow a goddamn chance. And that's what they're doing, you know? There's some bad plays, and I'm calling them out when the bad plays happen, but for the most part, the Bengals offensive line is pretty solid. Orlando Brown Jr. has been a huge boost for us. Like a bunch of Kansas City fans were like talking about how the Bengals think they're getting like the greatest left tackle of all time and they're such idiots, he's not a good guy. But the fact of the matter is Orlando Brown Jr., I don't know, like maybe he had some bad plays in Kansas City and people will never forgive him for that or something like that. Probably they won't forgive him because he went to the Bengals and they hate the Bengals. But the fact of the matter is, since he's been in Cincinnati, he's been really good. And Chiefs fans are just insane for trying to act like he wasn't going to be good. And trying to act like Jawan Taylor's an upgrade. I'm sure Jawan Taylor's fine, by the way. Like, I know Jawan Taylor's fine. He's a really good player. But to say that he's better than Orlando Brown Jr. is a very loud statement to make. That's all I'm saying. The Colorado O-line is definitely the worst. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really pay too much attention. During NFL season, I don't really pay too much attention to college football, which is, they play roughly at the same time, so, like, I tend to pay attention early in the college football season, but not that much, you know, it's like my team, you know, I'm a Kentucky fan, and Kentucky's never any good, so there's not much to pay attention to. I went to Ohio University, and I'm currently going to UC, so sometimes I watch their games, but I'm a UK fan. Josh Allen takes a shotgun snap, and he's going to throw, and it's just overthrown. There's nothing there. There's a flag, though, and I think Cam Taylor-Britt's going to get called for DPI here. I didn't even see what happened, but, you know, he's reacting like they killed his wife or something like that. Yeah. That's DPI on Cam Taylor-Britt. I didn't even see what he did, but, I don't know. Maybe they'll show a replay. I hate Kenny Pickett. Even now he's, hold on. Yeah, that's DPI. Yeah, dude, you can't box him out like that. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that, Cam. You can't do that, Cam. No, I agree. That was the correct call. All right, James Cook is going to take it. The Bengals swallow him up behind the line. Let's go. They're doing good against the run game. They're not great against the pass today, but they're doing good against the run game. Got to give them that. I hate Kenny Pickett. Even now, he is our QB, and I'm subscribed to your channel. I know you are, Bacon Man. That's why I love you, even despite your many sins of being a fan of that team. A fan of that team. But like I was saying in David and Mikey's channel before, like it's all love, like for real. Like it's not actually that damn serious. I appreciate you being a subscriber to the channel. I really do. And I appreciate you coming in and talking to me during the games too. Josh Allen takes a shotgun snap, and he's going to get... Oh, almost got sacked. Almost got sacked. But they took forever to actually bring him down, and he gets the ball away. Oh, that could have been a huge play for the Bengals defense. It's 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. And this could be a big play right here. If the Bengals can get off the field and the offense continues to get it going. Ooh. 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 Ooh, and they were all over him, too. Looks like Trey Hendrickson... actually kind of forgot where he was for a second. Might have actually been able to make that sack if he had been turned the correct direction when he was right in front of Josh Allen. And he does eventually get on him, but like at that point, Josh Allen's starting to throw the ball away. All right, 3rd and 11, shotgun snap. And it's more good pressure from the Bengals. And hey, that's going to be a hold. Sam Hubbard was being held in the face mask there. That's going to be a hold. Josh Allen throws it. I think he was out of bounds. So there's going to be a holding call on whoever's covering Sam Hubbard. Yeah, and so I don't know if they're going to decline it. No, they're going to decline it because they're calling that out of bounds. And that's going to be 4th down, Bengals defense. Hold! Let's go! Oh, that's what you want to see out of the defense, man. That first drive was annoying. But that was much better. Yeah, Brown was choke holding the man. Like, he was like all around his neck like that. But it ended up being a out of bounds pass anyway, so they just declined the penalty. Which I think is the right call. I mean, obviously. Because they're punting now, and that's what you want. There you go, there's Jordan Battle on the field. On special teams, but still. Progress. Alright, it's going to be returned from the 20. And he's going to get it down to about the 23-yard line before taken down. That's Trent Irwin on the return. And I think he was trying to get a little bit more than that, but that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, the 23-yard line, just don't fumble it. That's all I ask. Yeah, it's a nice little nighttime shot of the Queen City right there. I love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. What are my friends saying? Josh Allen is a bitch for laughing and pointing. No, the taunting. Dude, laugh and point. If you get a touchdown, you deserve to laugh and point. I think that's stupid. Bengals offense looks outstunning. Who is Tanner Hudson? I'll respond to you in a second, Aaron, because you need to know who y'all need to know who Tanner Hudson is, because I'm not saying he's going to be like the next great tight end or anything like that, but he looked really good in the preseason, and he's got talent. Like Tanner Hudson could be something. So I think people need to. I've been calling them for them to bring Tanner Hudson off the practice squad all year. I actually had him in my predictions video on offense. I think I had him. I might not have. No, I think I did. I think I did have him as my TE3 in my roster predictions video, but we ended up going with Asiasi, maybe. I think we went with Asiasi, which I wasn't surprised about. I just thought that Tanner Hudson would have been better. And obviously, from what we're seeing, what did Devin Asiasi do? I think he's hurt. I think he's like on IR or something like that now. But like when he was on the field, what the hell did he do? Nothing. That's what he did. Jack shit. That's what Devin Asiasi did. So why did he get the job over Tanner Hudson? I don't know. Both tight ends. Yep. It was great to see Hudson and Irv Smith doing well. With the game on national primetime, maybe the officials know they have to call roughing the passer on the other team too. See, I'm not the only one. That's my dad, and he's a gigantic Bengals homer. But still, I'm not the only one who thinks that nobody ever calls roughing the passer on Joe Burrow. Like, that's not just me being a Bengals homer. That's a real, genuine thing. Okay. Offense great again. Defense needs to stop. Well, they gotta stop. They gotta stop, boy. Tell you that. Pass rush looking good on this drive, even though they didn't get a sack. It's fine. As long as they get the job done. Could have had a sack. Bengals' chance of making the playoffs improves to 67% if they win this game. And actually, I'll talk about this in a second. I actually mentioned it earlier, so this will just be repeating information if you were here at the beginning of the stream. Joe Burrow shotgun snap, fakes it to Joe Mixon, gets it off of T. Higgins, and that's another Bengals first down. Let's go. All right. But yeah, actually, if the Bengals win this game and then the Chargers beat the Jets tomorrow on Monday Night Football, then all 4 AFC North teams will be in control of a playoff spot. So my prediction that all 4 teams in the AFC North are going to make the playoffs is actually quite realistic if the Bengals win this game. It's really realistic. Now, that would require the Steelers and the Browns continuing to win games, which we can talk about that. But it looks like Joe Burrow was expecting to do a fake handoff, and there was nobody there. He throws it to Jamar Chase, who loses 2 yards. I don't know what the hell that play was. It must have been a busted miscommunication or something like that. Saying cars don't get penalties on streams. Yeah. You were subscribed for a while. You're subscribed now, right? Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, you've been here for a while, Bacon Man. I remember you going back a while. Yeah, you're definitely one of the OGs. Definitely one. I think you were here before the Grassi raid, right? The first one, not the second one. He was acting like he killed his dog with a car. Kinda. All right, it's going to be a handoff to Joe Mixon, who's got a great running lane. Orlando Brown Jr. with the great run blocking there. Let's go. And that's another Bengals first down. What a play. What a block by Orlando Brown Jr., by the way. Okay, so the block itself was just a standard block. But, the fact that he, ran out there with Joe Mixon to create that running lane, that's what you pay a guy that kind of money for. That was a multi-million-dollar block right there. It was a multi-million-dollar run lane. Not necessarily, again, the block, all he was doing was just kind of pushing the guy down who's already falling down. But, he could have made a big block, and that's what's important. Joe Burrow hands the ball off to Joe Mixon, who dances around and eventually makes 2 yards out of nothing, so maybe a yard and a half, but Bacon Man from PA, well, he said his brother's a Bengals fan, so sounds like Bacon Man's from around here. Never know. Saw Paulson Adebo. No, I heard you talking about Paulson Adebo. I didn't actually see it though, Mikey. I heard about that though. What did he get 3 interceptions or something like that? Or some large number that you wouldn't expect, or 2, or I don't know. A lot of it. He had some interceptions. Joe Burrow shotgun formation. Hands the ball off. And he plows forward. That's Travion Williams on the carry. Gets about 6 yards. So the run blocking is very good today. Run blocking is good, and the running game is doing well. And that's part of why the offense is doing so well, because the running game is, keeping the Bengals multi-dimensional and keeping the Bills on their heels. They can't just commit to the pass on every single play. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. All right. This has been some long drives that both these teams have gone on. What's this, the 4th drive of the game? Maybe the 5th? With 10 minutes left in the second quarter. And I think the Bengals may have false started there. Bengals are pointing at the Bills, but obviously they're going to be doing that. It's looking like the Bills just all came offside, like a neutral zone infraction, but yeah, they're calling false start. It's usually false start when stuff like that happens. I'm calling it on Alex Kappa. All right, can we get a replay? Let's see. Yeah, Kappa definitely moved. Kappa definitely moved first. Actually kind of impressive that the refs are able to see that. It's just a little bit of a move, a little bit of a twitch before the defensive line comes across like that, right? So that's actually kind of impressive, I think, that the refs are able to catch little tiny, fidgets like that, honestly. It's 3rd and 8 after the false start, so that's annoying. Joe Burrow takes a shotgun snap, and he's going to throw it to Drew Sample. He's not going to get anywhere near it. Joe Burrow threw it too short for Drew Sample, who does catch it, so credit to Drew Sample for catching that ball, but because it was too short, they couldn't get anything done with it. So I'm thinking the Bengals might go for it here, though, on 4th down, because they're basically at midfield. I mean, and also you got a 7-point lead right now. Defense is playing well, and nope, they're gonna punt. All right, well, that's not a bad thing either. Punting's fine too. I would almost argue that you go for it though, because it's 4th and 2 officially. It's like 4th and 2.5, but they're gonna punt it. And Brad Robbins gets it down to about the 10 where it's going to be fair caught. So, hey, it's a good punt from Brad Robbins, and he hasn't exactly been, like, laser point accurate this year. So, that was a pretty decent punt. Get the Bills at the 10. I maybe would have gone for it there. I don't know, I know you're giving the Bills an opportunity to create momentum, but at the same time, it's early in the second quarter, and if you let the Bills march down and go get a touchdown, then at least you don't lose the lead. And then you've also got time for an offensive drive, at least one offensive drive after that touchdown drive, right? So, I don't know. I think that's one of those times where I think actually maybe it makes more sense to go for it, even if you're in a situation where you don't really need to go for it. Because, if you get that first down there, you're starting to, really kind of pour it on with the Bills, right? So, I don't know. I think I'm fine with not going for it there, though. I'm not saying, fire Zach Taylor because he didn't go for it there. But I don't know. I think you could have. Shame that Kappa had that false start, though. That just really kind of killed the whole drive. I'm sorry, I know this is terrible television right now, but I'm explaining to my buddy Aaron who Tanner Hudson is. I'm explaining to him that he was a guy who was great on the in the preseason and really should have been on the roster this whole time, and why he's just now getting reps is completely beyond me. Why Tanner Hudson just now is getting on the roster is kind of weird to me. But all right, well, time for the defense to come through and do something again. All right, it's going to be a fake handoff from Josh Allen. He's going to throw it deep, and overthrown, way overthrown. Cheeto Awuzie doing a really good job in coverage there. Almost could have maybe argued there was a little bit of extracurricular contact there, but. Now, you didn't hear that from me. I ain't see nothing. No, I did not see nothing. And to be fair, I definitely didn't see the whole thing, so maybe it just looked like it might have been, but it actually wasn't. I don't know. Might be interesting to see a replay of that. But it definitely was an overthrow, so it definitely wouldn't have been PI or anything like that. Josh Allen's going to throw it. It's intercepted! Oh, let's go! Cam Taylor-Britt with the interception! Oh, what a play! What a play! And the Bengals are going to get the ball right back, actually with better field positioning than they had before the punt. Oh, Josh Allen tries to throw it to the left side. Tries to throw it to Gabe Davis, and Cam Taylor-Britt is right there. Right there to get that pick. He just jumps in the air and takes that away. Let's go. Let's go. Cam Taylor-Britt. That's one of the guys I was talking about as far as the secondary. Young guys who the Bengals have been investing like second-round picks in, who've been developing quite well. Cam Taylor-Britt and DJ Turner's been good this year too. Like as good as a rookie you could really expect out of a rookie, right? But like maybe we try to get some help with the safeties, but corners I think were pretty good. Joe Burrow throws I think to Tanner Hudson again, and that's going to be about a 9-yard pickup. Yep, that's Tanner Hudson once again. Tanner Hudson, I'm telling you, remember the name Tanner Hudson. Go pick him up in your fantasy leagues as a guy who you store on your bench as like the last guy on your bench for the entire season, and wish a couple of times that you would have put him on your actual starting roster. Yeah, Tanner Hudson, I'm telling you. If you need tight end help, maybe not a terrible pickup. Might be better than Irv Smith. All right, Joe Burrow. Yep, 2nd and 1. And the Bengals are in field goal range already. Let's go. After the pick. What a play. Tell you what, that right there might have been why the Cam Taylor-Britt pick something like that might have been why Zach Taylor, didn't even look like he really considered trying to go for it on 4th down, because with the way the defense is playing on that last drive, you're thinking maybe, and the way the defense has really played overall the last however many weeks, you're thinking most likely they're probably going to come through, right? So hence that. All right, 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1 after Tanner Hudson's catch. And I'd just run the ball here. That's what I would do. Joe Burrow sneaks it. And I don't think he got it, actually. Joe Burrow tried to quarterback sneak it, and I think he might have been an inch or two short. Which is fine. It was 2nd and 1. So now it's going to be 3rd and inches. And maybe just do another quarterback sneak, honestly. I mean, that's fine. It's you're not up against the clock right now. You've got the lead. You might as well just try to do fun stuff. I would almost argue that was unnecessary roughness on 93 there, but yeah, whatever. He body slammed into the ground, but at the same time that would also, I'm only arguing by the letter of the law right now, right? I'm not saying that's actually something that should be penalized, but something that the rule book I think probably would argue is. All right. Did somebody take a time? There's a flag on the play. Delay of game? God damn it. What do you mean delay of game? Did they run out of time? I mean, they must have run out of time. God damn it. Jesus. Well, now it's going to be 3rd and 6. Come on, guys. You can do better than that. 3rd and 5. Yeah. More 3rd and 5.5. It was 3rd and inches before. So now it's 3rd and 5. And Joe Burrow's alone in shotgun formation. He's going to take the snap and he's going to step up in the pocket and he's going to run with it himself and he picks up the 1st down. Let's go. Let's go. There is a flag on the play again, though, and this is probably going to be holding on the Bengals. God damn it. Holding on the Bengals, yep. Replay, 3rd down. Holding on. Alex Kappa, once again, fucking it up, man. Alex Kappa's been a really good player for the Bengals, but today he just keeps getting penalties that's just destroying drives. What a stupid-ass joke, man. That was a great play by Joe Burrow. Now it's going to be 3rd and 15. And they're arguably I wouldn't say out of field goal range. They're definitely not out of field goal range, but they would be a tough field goal now. Come on, Kappa. God damn it, man. There's a Bills player who's down on a knee, so we're going to go to a commercial break now. Come on, Kappa. That's so annoying. My buddy Aaron says that wasn't holding. So, I mean, I didn't see. So my dad said he thinks Hudson. I told you my dad was a Bengals homer, right? So my dad says he thinks Hudson has the ability to be the best tight end they've had since at least Eifert, maybe before if they'll just use him. I mean, like, in the idea that literally anybody on the team has that potential, I guess, but Hudson better than Eifert? Like, come on, man. Like, maybe the best tight end prior to Eifert, or not prior, since Eifert, but not including Eifert. Unless you're considering Tyler Eifert's whole career as being highly disappointing because he got hurt all the time. That maybe if that's what you're thinking, then okay, maybe. But I mean, I don't know. Uzama was pretty good. I mean, like only for 1 year. He was only really good for 1 year, but Uzama was pretty good. So I don't know. That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. And what Hudson's had like what 3 catches so far. Like, calm down a little bit on that one. 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble. Okay, so it was 3 turnovers. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I didn't see any of those turnovers, Mikey, but I definitely heard you talking about them. You remember when I was on your stream earlier in the year? No. I remember when you were on my stream a couple days ago, like earlier last week. But as far as early in the year goes, I don't remember that now. I mean, if you like jog my memory, maybe I remember that. But I've had such a busy freaking year this year, man. So I mean, like, you know, it might be tough for me to remember stuff like that right now. You saw the brotherly shove failed last week. I did see that, yeah. Ooh, Joe Burrow. Apparently got a nick on his finger. Hopefully that's okay. Chris Evans. We got a Chris Evans sighting. He's in the game, and he's going out wide on this play. It's 3rd and 15, and the Bengals are... Oh, hey, that was offsides! Throw the flag! What? Okay, there's the flag. Yep. Offsides on the Bills. That's going to be offsides on the Bills. And it's going to replay 3rd down again, but it's going to be a much easier to convert 3rd down. And I'll also put him back in a relatively easy field goal position, too. Yep, offsides by the Bills. I thought they were going to throw the flag there for a second. I was about to lose my fucking mind. Like, there's no way I saw it in the moment and y'all didn't see it. There's no way. But they did. They just took a second to actually throw the flag. How far would the field goal be? I mean, it would have been like 57 yards. Oh yeah, he bloodied up that finger. I mean, I think it's fine. It's just blood. Like, you know, he must have pinched it or something. But yeah, it would have been like 57, 58. You know, like a longer one, but definitely not like insurmountable. Like, I mean, he's hit from like, I think the longest he's had is 59, right? All right, Joe Burrow takes the shotgun snap, and he's just going to get sacked. There's another flag on the play. What's the flag? What the hell is the flag? They're pointing at the Bengals, so what are they going to call, like, wait, they're doing this. Holding, okay. Yeah. Holding on the Bengals, they're going to decline that, obviously, and that's going to knock them back slightly out of field goal range, so that's annoying. Find videos of Nintendo, Jennifer Connelly, NFL, and more on my channel. Yep. Go check out Jim, everyone. He comes in here and talks a lot, and I don't mind you advertising your stuff on my channel as long as you're, you know, actively contributing as well. So I don't like it when people spam. And, you know, I've seen that before. This is going to be a 55-yard field goal attempt, by the way. But I don't like spam, but I don't think that's what, you know, Jim's a longtime member of the community, so everybody go support Jim and give him some love. Kick is up, and he, did he make it? I think he barely made it. I think that barely made it. There's a flag on the play, though. What's the flag? False start on the offense. Are you absolutely out of your fucking mind? Orlando Brown Jr. Orlando Brown Jr. false started, and now it's going to be like a 61-yard field goal. I didn't even see the false start. Are you sure? And that field goal just barely went in, too. Like, it was such a close field goal. Now they're punting. I think, dude, I don't know. I think Matt could have made that field goal, but whatever. All right, it's going to be caught at the 9-yard line, and so the Bills, it's basically just going to reset the tables, right? So, like, the Bengals ended up punting the ball in the last drive, putting the Bills exactly where they were before Josh Allen threw that interception. So, can we get another interception? That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting if we could get another interception. But, I mean, at least they're making it hard on the Bills' offense, but, like, god damn it. Like, honestly, like, the Bengals could be up by, like 20 points at this point, the way this game's going, but they just keep shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties. And, I mean, like, we're winning, so I'm not gonna, like, complain that badly, but like, it's sloppy. It's fucking sloppy. And it's like watching any other team in the AFC North right now, right? It's like a bunch of sloppiness, but they end up winning. Well, right now the Bengals are winning, so I guess if they win sloppy, then that's fine, but this is, oh boy. Man, they really should be killing them right now, though. That's the fucking annoying thing. And I will say that is kind of encouraging, because right now they're playing really sloppy, but they're still winning, so if they can just clean up a few things, then they'll almost certainly win. But, good God. I will say, though, if we're going to get a 30-20 scoreline, you know, if that's a real thing that really might happen, then this is the way to do it, right? Like, you know, the Bengals end up, like, should have scored a lot more than 30 points, but all they got was 30 points because of et cetera, whatever. You know, they're at 14 now, and we're in the second quarter, which I never updated. We're in the second quarter. And the Bengals are at 14, so I mean, like, just a little bit better of a second half, and really, it's just a little bit better, because it's just about converting some of those chances that we missed, you know? And Money Mac hit that field goal, too. That's the crazy thing. Like, and Alex Kappa wiped it off the board. Or no, I'm sorry, Orlando Brown wiped it off the board. Alex Kappa wiped some other shit off the board, though. You know, we got 5:38 left in the second quarter, so, you know. Like, the Bengals should be running away with this one, but they keep shooting themselves in the foot, and they keep letting the Bills in the game. Like, I'm not that worried about it, because in general, they just seem like they've pretty much got control of what's going on right now, but still. Like, it's just like, the Bills are still a dangerous football team, man. You don't want to give them that chance if you don't have to. And right now, they're giving it to them. Who's more into it, me or you? Dude, Mikey, you were going nuts. Like, I'm into it, and I'm into it, like, on a nerdy level, right? But, like, I mean, I just can't compete with the energy you got. All right, James Cook, and that's going to be his best run of the game, but, you know, it's about a 5-yard pickup, maybe 6. By far away his best of the... Battle of Ohio podcast, that's right, I do remember you being on the Battle of Ohio podcast, yeah. I thought you meant on, like, my regular show, right? But no, I definitely remember you being on the podcast, that was kind of fun, yeah. I think Thomas enjoyed having you as a guest. That was pretty cool. Is Marvin Lewis coaching tonight? His team's saddled with penalties left and right. Yeah, it looks like it. It really does look like it. Like, that was one of my biggest arguments about why Zach Taylor has been such a breath of fresh air for this team and why he definitely should be the head coach. Because compared to Marvin Lewis, man, like, this team plays really disciplined a lot of the times. All right, Jermaine Pratt takes forever to actually bring down James Cook, but he still only lets him get about a yard or two. So it's going to be third down, and be really nice if they could just get off the field here. You know, just, like, don't give them that momentum. Don't give them that momentum, get some offense going, and... You know, if you can get the ball back, get some offense going, go up 21-7 at the half, man, that'd feel really damn good. That's all I'm saying right now. David and I are the best play-by-play duo ever. I don't know about that, but yeah, you know, you're definitely my favorite on YouTube that I've seen. But, like, you know, Dan Horde and Dave Lapham are the GOATs at that. There you go! Defense sacks Josh Allen. They get, like, 5 guys in the backfield there. And he goes down, and the Bills are going to have to punt from deep in their own territory. And the offense is going to get another opportunity. Let's go. We can get another touchdown, man. If we can get another touchdown, go into the half up 21-7. All I'm saying is, like, I'm feeling pretty good about this game. I wish the offense would be a little bit less sloppy, but I mean, Joe Burrow looks really good. You know, like the most important parts of the offense are looking good right now. It's just there's a lot of weird, annoying sloppiness happening. Penalties are killing the drives. Trent Irwin's going to return it. He's going to get about to the 45-yard line before he goes down. Looked like he had a little bit of room to run with it, and he just didn't go anywhere. So, but that's fine. They're at the 45-yard line. They got like 4 minutes left. So, I mean, I'm down if they just want to like hand the ball off and like have Joe Mixon burn the clock and then, you know, just like get in the end zone, give the Bills like almost 0 or maybe 0 time left on the clock. I mean, hell, I'll take 17-7. I'll be fine with 17-7. Just you gotta move the ball, and they are moving the ball, but then they keep shooting themselves in the fucking foot with these penalties. Like, man, I'm just saying, man, like, so frustrating when the offense like the offense is playing pretty well. But then they just keep getting shot in the foot with these penalties. And, like, these drives are being killed, not because Joe Burrow isn't getting the ball to the receivers, not because receivers aren't getting open, not because Joe Mixon isn't running the ball well, not because Travion Williams isn't running the ball well. Like, everybody's doing their jobs except for the guys committing the penalties, and that's screwing everything up. All right, Tanner Hudson's motioning out to the right side. He's going to get the pass, but Joe Burrow throws it what the hell kind of pass was that? That was a really inaccurate, dump-off pass. That looked like it was supposed to be a screen, but he just threw it way to the side there. They keep showing that finger, but, you know, I'm not really sure what they're looking at. Like they keep showing the finger on the broadcast, but I think it's just a bloody finger, guys. Like, they're trying to compare it to his calf. Like, oh, Joe Burrow's so injured, but I think it's just a bloody finger, guys. Like, I think he might have got scraped against something. Like, don't treat him like a 5-year-old. Joe Burrow takes a shotgun snap. He's going to throw it deep. And, into double coverage. And Jamar Chase can't come up with that. All right, 3rd and 10. All right, well, the offense is now it's not going so well. There's a Bills player down on the field, though. And they did collide with their helmets. So he might be like a concussion or something for him. I don't know. That's Micah Hyde, the safety. So don't forget, Damar Hamlin is not active for this game. And Micah Hyde going down last time was why Damar Hamlin was even in that game against the Bengals on Monday Night Football last year. So no Damar Hamlin today. If Micah Hyde goes out, then the backup would be Cam Lewis. I don't know who Cam Lewis is. I would think I thought you might have wanted to have Damar Hamlin in for this game for like a morale kind of thing, but I don't know. All right, Cam Lewis, born in Detroit, undrafted free agent in 2019, and been on and off practice squads, essentially. So if Micah Hyde goes out, Cam Lewis is going to be in. So I would imagine, if Micah Hyde goes out, I'd imagine Joe Burrow is going to start bullying Cam Lewis. Like, that would be, or at least attempting to bully Cam Lewis. He's going to start throwing the ball a lot in that direction, would be my guess. Especially because Jamar Chase is on that side. So it might actually be definitely a strategy they would go for. But to be clear, I hope Micah Hyde's fine. I hope he's okay. I'm not hoping that any of that happens. Like, it's not about, people's health isn't more important than football strategies. But at the same, I'm just saying, if that does happen, then I imagine Joe Burrow would start kind of bullying Cam Lewis a little bit. Like I said, I don't know what happened. Looked like he got hit in the head. So, I mean, I don't want to speculate, but we all kind of know what getting hit in the head like that and going down like that means. So, he's at the very least probably going to be out for a few plays. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully he's just out for a few plays, shaken up, gets his head back on, and he comes back in the game. But, definitely the next few plays, he's probably going to be in concussion protocol at the very least. Whether or not he has a concussion doesn't mean, you get put in concussion protocol even if you just give the slight hint that you have a concussion. So, most likely he's going to go into concussion protocol. All right, well, looks like he's okay. He's standing up. He's got his helmet off on the sidelines, but he's not showing any signs of distress. So, like I said, hopefully he's fine. Definitely got to go out for at least a play. It might have to go out for a few plays. I don't know. Taylor Rapp, actually, is going to be... so, I thought he would have been the backup safety on the other end, but I guess he's probably just their overall. So, Taylor Rapp's actually not a pretty decent backup. So, yeah. Still might see Joe Burrow targeting Jamar Chase on this next play, though. On 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap. He's going to throw, and he does not target Jamar Chase. He targets Tyler Boyd, who gets about 9 yards, cannot quite get the first down. That's going to be like inches to go, though. So, I mean, like, I really, especially with like 3 minutes left in the second quarter, I really think that, yeah, the offense is staying on the field. That's what I thought. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Especially with the way the defense has been playing. Like, absolutely. I fully support going for it on 4th down here. Although, I don't know. This is field goal range, so I don't know. We'll see. I wonder if they're just going to try to get him to jump. Nope, he takes the snap. All right. Throws. Caught Jamar Chase. That's a 1st down. Let's go. That's why you go for it on 4th down in that situation, baby. That's why you go for it on 4th down in this situation. That's why you do that, man. They were taking their sweet time, so maybe they were trying to get him to jump, but maybe they were trying to get him to think that they were trying to get him to jump. So, I mean, just really kind of like hammering in that psychological edge there. But yep, we got it. We got it. Bacon Man, you picked your winning team, the Bengals. Huh? I thought you said you were a Steelers fan. I'm confused. Are you saying you picked the Bengals to win? Because, I mean, if that's the case, you probably picked the correct team. Like, most people, I think, picked the Bengals. The Bengals are definitely favored, like, on FanDuel and all the odds. And I don't think anybody, like, thinks Buffalo can't win this game. But I think most people are picking the Bengals because the Bengals just look like the better team right now. And historically have kind of owned the Bills. So... Mikey says they beat the Chicago Bears. Yeah, you did. Good job, Mikey. You beat the Bears, who are arguably one of the worst teams in the NFL, and they have their backup quarterback in. So, I'm not trying to take the win away from you. I'm just saying, like, they're definitely the Chicago Bears right now. That's definitely an accurate statement. All right, and Jerome Lundy says Cincinnati, baby, let's go. That's the 513, y'all. This is the Cincinnati. This is Cincy. We got the Skyline Chili. That's the best chili in the world. Oh, that's actually not true. Blue Ash Chili is better. Like, if you're from Cincinnati, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you might know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about Skyline Chili, because obviously, like, everybody's like, the chili spaghetti. What the fuck's up with that? It's actually really good. Although I will admit, a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people who have had it don't actually like it. It definitely is it's got a strong, like, cinnamony kind of, like, spice going on there. And, like, I used to... So, like, when I was a kid, I liked Skyline Chili. And then, like, me and my folks, we'd go, like, every Wednesday because they had, like, Kids Eat Free. So we'd go every Wednesday. And I eventually just got so burned out on Skyline, I couldn't stand it anymore. But then I went off to college, and they didn't have... I think for my first semester, there was a restaurant that served Skyline Chili. And then they closed down after that first semester. And after that, I missed having Skyline. And so, like, I didn't have it for the longest time. And then I came back home and I got Skyline Chili. And I'm like, dude, this is so good. But the people from Cincinnati, you'll know about the more local chili parlors and stuff. I think Blue Ash Chili has the best chili. Out of all the places, but like, out of the ones everybody knows, Skyline and Gold Star, Skyline's the correct one. And kudos to the Cincinnati Bengals for finally getting on the right side of history and going with Skyline as their official chili sponsor instead of Gold Star Chili. I actually made a short about that, which was possibly one of the dumbest shorts I've ever made in my life, but it was fun. But yeah, if you want to go see me talk about the Bengals chili sponsor for like, 60 seconds, then go watch that short. Joe Burrow's going to hand the ball off, and going to be a nice little running lane there for Joe Burrow. He only picks up about 4, but that's perfectly fine. Like I said, just right now, hand the ball off to Joe Mixon, run that clock. If you get a touchdown, that would be awesome. If you don't, man, I'll take a field goal. I will. I will take a field goal, but I would definitely very much like to see I would definitely very much like to see a touchdown, but like right now it's just about running the clock and like taking and seizing and keeping the momentum. No false starts. You hear me? No false starts. That you did. You did have my latest short on your phone, Mikey. The real reason Josh McDaniels sucks so bad. Joe Burrow takes a shotgun snap. He can't figure out anywhere to go. He's just going to have to roll out, and he throws it to Tyler Boyd, who got in the end zone, but he dropped the ball. And actually, great play by Micah Hyde, who's back in the game. Good to see him healthy. But Micah Hyde actually ripped that ball out. So good play by Micah Hyde to stop that touchdown from Tyler Boyd. But Tyler Boyd did a really good job of, getting in position to catch that. Oh, no, okay, I lied. He actually never caught that. Never mind. Tyler Boyd, that was not a good... but seeing on the replay, Tyler Boyd actually never really had it... it bounced off his helmet. He didn't have a chance. I thought that wasn't even a great play by Micah Hyde then. It was a fine play. It wasn't a bad one, but Tyler Boyd could have caught that, could have gotten a touchdown. That sucks. Bengals are going to take their first time out for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because they don't really see any reason to have the timeouts, and the clock is stopped, so I get maybe they didn't like the personnel. I don't know. It's going to be 3rd and 7, by the way, for what that's worth. John Jansen says, KGM, let's go, baby. Kitty goes meow. I remember when Tom first dropped that one. As soon as he did the kitty goes meow, I knew that was just going to blow up, because just like the energy that he brings and the way that his community latches on to certain quotes that he has. I knew that the kitty goes meow thing was going to be big. Like when that episode came out, I was like, that's a good one, Tom. I like that. I like that one. Jerome says, yes, sir. I don't know if that's talking about the chili, but if it's talking about the chili, then Skyline chili, baby. All right, shotgun snap for Joe Burrow on 3rd and 7. He's going to throw it to Drew Sample. This time he's got all the room in the world to run. He gets in for a touchdown. Let's go, Drew Sample, with a 25-yard touchdown run after the catch. Man, that's unique to see that out of Drew Sample, man. We've gotten an Irv Smith touchdown. We've gotten a Drew Sample touchdown. Bro, Tanner Hudson has been contributing. Who was the guy who said that the Bengals don't use tight ends? What an idiot that guy is. Oh, wait, that's shit. No. Fuck, that was me. Shit. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, yeah, the Bengals definitely do have room in their offense for tight ends, as we are seeing. Now, maybe next year we can draft a tight end. But anyway, kick is up. It's good. It's 21-7, and there's 1:37 left. So Josh Allen's going to have a little bit of time to work with, and we know Josh Allen can get quick points, because he did that in that legendary divisional round game, I think it was, against the Chiefs, where they was just constantly back and forth for the last 2 minutes of the ball game. So we know Josh Allen can get quick points, but the Bills' offense has been struggling today. So hopefully we can not let them get points and go into the half up 21 to 7. There we go. 21-7. Let's maintain that. Come on, defense. And I don't want to see none of this, prevent defense to, try to, keep the clock running, because the Bills still have some timeouts. You don't want to let up a field goal either, right? Play solid defense, you don't want to let the big play go, but you don't want to let them get, a 30-yard play either, right? I want to see no prevent defense. Kick is away, and that's just going to go straight out of the end zone. That was a powerful kick by Evan McPherson. That was a powerful kickoff. That could have been a field goal. Wonder if they give it 3 points for that. That'd be nice. Go Battlecocks! Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Yeah, Battlehawks didn't... AJ McCarron's actually on the Bengals now, so, for what that's worth. He's on the practice squad, but why he's on the practice squad now, and, I feel like it's been long enough that, we clearly don't trust Jake Browning because Joe Burrow was playing hurt. So we clearly don't trust Jake Browning. So why is AJ McCarron not in? I don't know. AJ McCarron is on the practice squad, though. It's going to be a shotgun snap from Josh Allen. Bengals getting some good pressure, but they can't quite get to him. And they just, middle of the field, man. Wide open. It's going to be like a 30-yard pickup for Khalil Shakir. Terrible. Come on, man. Vikings beat the Falcons. Yes, they did. Vikings, not as bad as we all think they are, but not as good as sometimes they look. All right, Josh Allen, another shotgun snap. He throws. It's caught. Dalton Kincaid. All right. Bills do still have a timeout left, and there's 1 minute left. So I'm not sure if this is Lou Anarumo's normal, just let him take time off the clock kind of defense, but it's kind of looking like it right now. All right, Josh Allen, shotgun snap, throws quick to Dalton Kincaid, and Cam Taylor-Britt tackles him for about a 4-yard pickup inside the line. And hold up, Dalton Kincaid's limping around. So he might be hurt. Nope, so he's staying on the field. All right, and it's going to be another shotgun snap. Kincaid catches it, but it's for basically no gain. But he does go out of bounds, so it stops the clock, but it's about the same as what a spike would be, right? So yeah, it looks like Cam Taylor-Britt might have rolled up on his ankle a little bit. Or he's grabbing his shin, but you never know. Now Cam Taylor-Britt is down. That's not good. Oh, Jesus, that's not good. Dalton Kincaid looks like he's fine. Now Cam Taylor-Britt's shaking up. Fuck. Great. Cincinnati might be the only team with an official chili sponsor. Well, yeah, because chilies are city's dish. That's the quintessential Cincinnati dish is chili. So yeah, we've got an official chili sponsor. I could also maybe see Houston having an official chili sponsor for Tex-Mex style chili, but I don't know if they do or not. All right, Cam Taylor-Britt's limping off now. It is under his own power, but it's with a noticeable limp, so that's not good. Cam Taylor-Britt's definitely been good this year. Kind of up and down. He's, gotten burnt a few times, but he's also made some really huge plays at other times. Man. It would kind of suck to lose him, but, maybe you'll just see more DJ Turner, who has been having a good season. Okay, he's limping around less now, so maybe he's shaking it off. I don't know. They just keep showing that. Are they trying to argue there was, a tripping or something going on there? I don't know. All right, so on 3rd and 6, Josh Allen, shotgun snap. Takes a snap, throws, and it's to nobody. What the hell was that? Where the hell were you throwing that ball, Josh Allen? It's 4th and 6 now, and I'm really confused. Do you go for it? Do you punt? I think they're punting. Or is that the kicker? I think the kicker's coming out. So that's going to be a long field goal from the 38. So that's going to be a 59, 60-yard field goal attempt. So, flag. Intentional grounding! They called intentional grounding on Josh Allen. Are you out of your... What? He's pissed, too. I don't even know if I agree with that. Let's see. Josh Allen. Here's the replay. Takes the snap. And, yeah, he just... Yeah, he's still in the pocket. Nowhere around anywhere. Yeah, that's definitely intentional grounding. I didn't even think about it at the time, but yeah, no. All right, so now the Bills got a punt. Whew. Well, so much for that. All right, so the defense holds on what is kind of amounts to a technicality, more or less. But yeah, there wasn't anybody within 10 yards of that ball. Wow, yeah, no, I didn't even think about the fact that that's intentional grounding, but that's clearly intentional grounding. Like, that's not even a question whether that's intentional grounding or not. And that knocks the Bills out of what was already kind of a questionable field goal range anyway, but now it's like definitely like there's no way. Like Justin Tucker maybe makes that field goal. And even then, even then, Justin Tucker's mortal. All right, now the punter's out. Went from the kicker to the punter. What a turn of events for Buffalo. Bengals up 21-7. Hopefully they can, no, never mind. They're just going to run out the clock. All right, the clock is moving, and they're just going to let it run out. Yep, there it is. All right, we are at halftime, folks. So they're doing a practice punt there or something? I don't know. So they did do a punt, but it was after the clock clearly expired, so. All right, Bengals up 21-7. Feeling pretty good so far, but it ain't over yet. Importantly, it ain't over yet. We still got a lot of football left to play. We can't get, we cannot get comfortable. But, yep, Bengals win this game. Bengals win this game, and it could go a long way. It could go a very long way. Interestingly enough, that's wild. That's absolutely wild to me. Okay, so if the Bengals win this game, and as I've said before, if the Bengals win this game and the Chargers win tomorrow night, then all four AFC North teams will be in the playoffs. Will be at least in control of a playoff spot. However, if the Jets win, then somehow the Jets end up being the number 6 seed. That's kind of weird, right? Like the Jets would be the number 6 seed. They wouldn't be in the playoffs if they lost. But if they win, if they beat the Chargers, then they'll be the number 6 seed in the AFC. And then the Bengals would be the odd man out. The Browns would be the number 7 seed, and the Bengals would be sitting there at number 8. So go Chargers, I guess, right? I don't know if I've ever rooted for the Chargers. Like, not that I have anything against the Chargers. I just don't think I've necessarily ever had a reason to root for the Chargers. Well, no, that's not entirely true. Like, not necessarily for the Bengals, but against the Steelers. So, like, a year or two ago or something like that, like, the Chargers needed to win, and if they had won, the Steelers would have been out of the playoffs, but Brandon Staley didn't, Brandon Staley basically just, like, all they needed to do was just tie. And it was looking like Rich Bisaccia was going to be, like, down to just, like, end the game in a tie, and then Brandon Staley pissed him off, and he was like, you know what, screw you. And then they, like, ended up getting the field goal. Raiders won, and the Steelers made the playoffs. And that was kind of crazy. I was rooting for the Chargers in that game because I'm just like, dude, I really need you guys to not let the Steelers in the playoffs. Even though the Steelers got to the playoffs and they just, like, got massacred by the Chiefs, I think. They got absolutely massacred by the Chiefs. And so it was really just kind of embarrassing that they even were allowed to be in the playoffs. But it was still annoying that they made it. It's just like this whole, like, Mike Tomlin narrative of just like, oh, he's like this elite coach who never loses or never has a losing season. And it's like, it's true. Mike Tomlin's an unbelievable coach, and I hate him for it. But it would have been really nice for them to not make the playoffs and just be like, hey, you guys suck. But, whatever. But I feel really nervous having to rely on the Chargers to win. Yeah, I mean, like, I know it's Zach Wilson's Jets, and they're not exactly like a juggernaut or anything like that. They've been winning, but they've been ugly wins. So I don't know. I don't know what to think. They had that game, that like primetime Thursday night game or something like that with the Giants recently. That was just like it was possibly against the Geneva Convention that people were forced to watch that game. So I don't know, but yeah, they beat the Giants 13-10. And they beat the Eagles, which was insane that they beat the Eagles. But like other than that, they beat the Broncos before the Broncos were like worth anything. And even now, it's like, I don't know, but they had to beat the Broncos on like some last second tomfoolery too, right? Like, they came close with the Chiefs though. But the Chiefs just don't look like the Chiefs right now. They keep winning. Like, whatever can be said about the Chiefs, they keep fucking winning. So, like, what do you even really say about that at this point? Like, they don't look great, but they keep fucking winning. Refs versus Bills. Oh, shove it up your ass. Shove it up your ass. Every single time the Bengals, like, beat y'all come in crying about the refs. Like, shut the hell up. Like, you've had, like, do you remember, like, the scoring drives that we had that got, like, destroyed because Alex Kappa was holding on a bullshit holding call, by the way? Get out of here with this ref bullshit. The refs haven't been great today, but it has not been. The Bills aren't losing because of the fucking refs. Y'all are losing 21-7. Shove it up your ass with that bullshit. Out of here, LJ. But I appreciate you coming to my stream. But you get out of here with that bullshit right now. Wanted Kincaid in the draft. Yeah, I didn't want Kincaid in the draft. I gotta say, Kincaid's exceeded my expectations. So, but I actively did not want Kincaid. If we got any of the tight ends, I wanted Michael Mayer or I wanted Darnell Washington. And neither of whom have exactly been doing a whole lot with their teams this year. But more than Irv Smith's done. Although Irv Smith got a touchdown today, y'all. Irv Smith showed up today. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Falcons choke more than Riley Reid. I mean, the Falcons are known for choking. That's absolutely true. They're actually showing the replay here. So Jaron Hall throws and it's caught. Is that Jordan Addison? Yes, it is. Jordan Addison. Bro, are you literally bringing up the taunting penalty? The taunting penalty literally didn't do anything. The taunting penalty didn't change anything. Like, what do you mean Bills versus refs? I agree. Fuck the taunting penalty. You're totally right about that. I hate that people call taunting. Although, from what you're saying, it is him doing that is taunting. Like, by the letter of the law, that's the correct call. It's a bullshit rule, and it needs to go away forever. But it is technically the correct call. And also, it didn't do anything. Like, it literally made no difference to the game that Josh Allen got a taunting call. Like, shut up. Okay, so, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, that's crazy, Mikey. Bills fans are delusional if they think that. Yeah, dude, just like, excuse. Thank you, Irene Bean, and welcome to the channel, by the way. I haven't seen you before, so if you are not... if you aren't subscribed, feel free to subscribe. If you are subscribed, then I'm glad you're here in the chat, because I don't think I've seen you before. But what's going on, Irene Bean? Let's go. Eagles versus Cowgirls. Dude, I'll tell you what, like, the ending of that Eagles game was wild. Like, the fact that the Cowboys didn't win that game at the end is just like... The Eagles tried to hand them that game on a silver platter. Like, I'm honestly shocked that the Cowboys couldn't come away to win that game. That should tell you all you need to know about the Cowboys right there. Like, they're not clutch. Dak Prescott ain't it. You know, like they're a good football team. They can hang in there and they're fine, but the Cowboys ain't going to be competing for anything this year or next year or whatever year. You know, like Dak Prescott ain't the guy. The fact that the Cowboys could not win that game was crazy. Refs are blind in the Eagles game. They might have been. They might. I do think I remember a couple weird calls in that one. But they didn't. To be clear though, the Cowboys did not lose because of the refs. The Cowboys lost because the Cowboys are fucking inept. The Cowboys are idiots. That's what happened. The Cowboys can't do anything right. That's why they lost. And so, like people blaming the refs for losses, as a rule, in general, I hate it when people do that. I'm not saying it doesn't ever happen that the refs can't, like, you know, influence a win or a loss, but at the same time, if you're letting the refs determine the game for you in the first place, then you probably didn't deserve to win that game anyway. Maybe you come away with a win if you get better calls, who knows, but that doesn't mean you deserve that win. If the refs are changing the game for you like that. So but that's just I hate it when people blame the refs for any reason. I don't like doing it when it happens with the Bengals. I don't like doing it, you know, for anything. I remember, God, Chiefs fans were insufferable talking about the refs when the Bengals beat them 3 times in a row. And then, like, some Bengals fans, not me, but some Bengals fans complained about the refs in that game, the AFC Championship game, and Chiefs fans made us out to be like, oh, Bengals fans are always complaining about the refs and can never accept a loss. It's like, dude, that's exactly what you guys were doing after you lost to us 3 times in a row. So I don't want to hear this bullshit about the refs from Chiefs fans. And LJ, I'm not going to lie, I don't think the refs are why the Bills are losing this game, quite frankly. But you're not, like, Chiefs fans are terrible with that shit, though, you know? Now that you think it through, it's Bengals versus Bills. Well, yeah, that's the name. That's who's playing. That is accurate. It certainly is Bengals versus Bills. Again, the Bengals are winning 21-7 right now. Like, the reason the Bills are losing, frankly, right now, LJ, I could sit here and talk about how well the Bengals are doing and this, that, and the other. But the reason the Bengals, or the Bills are losing right now is because Josh Allen is not... Josh Allen's like a really good version of Andy Dalton. That's essentially... Like Josh Allen is a very talented quarterback, but he just doesn't get it done in the big moments, and... You've seen it a lot from him tonight. Like, you know, that pick to Cam Taylor-Britt, some of the throws he's had, just some of the decision-making, like that intentional grounding, that he had no business. That was such an idiot intentional grounding thing. Like, that was such an idiot move for him to make, to, like throw that ball where he threw it, that I didn't even recognize it at the time. It was like I just saw it as just a throwaway because I'm not even paying attention. Like, oh god, that's intentional grounding. Like, you know, they got to be pushed back and stuff like that. I wasn't even thinking about it because it was so bad of a decision to make. And that's the thing with Josh Allen, man. Like, Josh Allen's ultra talented and really, really good in a lot of situations, but what holds him back is he just doesn't... He's kind of boneheaded sometimes, and you're seeing it a lot with this game. Like, the reason the Bills are losing right now is partially because the Bengals are playing really well, but it's also partially because Josh Allen is just playing ditz football. Like, frankly, that's what's going on right now, is Josh Allen's just... has had a bad game so far. Refs hating the Saints a little bit less this year. I mean, nothing could be more obnoxious than that 2018 NFC Championship game, right? And if I recall correctly, that was pass interference, for what it's worth, Mikey. Like, that was the correct call. Now, I think... But it was also really questionable, and you definitely could have, like me, made the argument, and maybe the refs would have come to a different decision on the replay. But you know what pissed me off so much about Saints fans after that game? And I'm sure you probably were part of it, Mikey, but I didn't know you at the time, so this isn't a personal comment or anything like that. But what pissed me off about Saints fans at that time is they tried to get the rules changed to where you could, like, you could call a challenge and replay... like do an instant replay on, like, pass interference being called and stuff like that. And yes, it's subjective, and yes, it gets called badly sometimes, but do we really want to slow the game down even more than it is? Just play the damn game, man. Like, I didn't like that they were trying to get the rules changed on that. Ken Riley, sir. Ken Riley in the Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it until after he passed. Which was a tragedy. I've been arguing that Ken Riley should have been in the Hall of Fame for years, and he didn't seem like anybody really took him seriously until after he died, which is a bigger shame. But it's like Ken Riley never even knew he was going to be in the running, really, for the Hall of Fame. Terrible defense. Yep, defense. Our defense is playing well. Y'all's defense has actually been doing pretty well, but the turnovers have been killing you. Like we've got 21 points right now, not because we've played 21-point offense, but just because we keep getting the ball in good field position. Bills get the first kickoff, by the way, and they're going to return that down to about the 25-yard line, so about as good as a kickoff. And turnovers. Yep, the turnovers have been killing you. Because honestly, the Bengals' offense has not been... The Bengals got off to a hot start on offense, but they haven't been, really tearing it up right now. The reason they've got 21 is because of, because the Bills have shot themselves in the foot, honestly. I think... If this score holds and the Bengals end up winning this game decisively, I think the Bengals should be respected for winning. But I think there should also be some talk about how the Bills just kind of collapsed too. That's going to be a toss to Stephon Diggs for about 5 yards. This is if the Bengals can hold this score and win like this, it'll be a good win. But I think it's also worth pointing out that the Bills also have had a really bad game so far. You weren't? Okay, I don't know, Mikey. I know a lot of Saints fans were saying that, though. All right, 2nd and 5, Josh Allen's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to try to run with it himself, and he just throws it to the ground. Looks like he was trying to, pump fake, and there's a flag. What's the flag? Don't tell me it's, like roughing the passer or anything like that. What's the flag? What's the flag? They were... touching his hat. Is that on the Bills? I think it's on the Bills. Whatever it is. I forget what touching the hat is. Second down. Ineligible man downfield. That's what it is. On Connor McGovern. So they're gonna replay 2nd down, I think. Not replay, they're going to back them up, but, it's going to be a replay of downs. 9 turnovers in 9 weeks. Yeah, that's why I haven't really had the Bills much higher than I've had them on my power rankings, because, the Bills, they're a really talented football team, but the Bills have been kind of, sloppy this year. All right, Josh Allen's going to take the shotgun snap on 2nd and 10. It's going to be caught by Stephon Diggs for about 6 yards, and so it's going to be 3rd and 4. Bills will hope to get a wild card spot. Well, that's the thing, Irene. Like I said, if the Bengals win tonight, then the Bills will not be in control of a wild card spot. And the Bengals still need the Jets to lose tomorrow for the Bengals to get that spot. But, the Bills will not be in control of a playoff spot if they lose this game. Tried to kill him, no call, touch a quarterback's shoulder, it's a flag. Yep, that's pretty much the way it is. Shotgun snap for Josh Allen. He's going to look around. It's pretty good pressure, but they just can't actually get to him. And it's going to be thrown, caught, Dalton Kincaid. Josh Allen just got all the time in the world to throw. There's another flag, though. What's the flag? DJ Reader's pissed, so this is probably going to be roughing the passer. Oh, man. DJ Reader's pissed, too. Well, now Dalton Kincaid looks pissed, so I don't know what's up. Yeah, they're saying 1st down. Did they wave off the... I think they might have waved off the flag. Whatever it was. I don't know what the hell that was. 2 Bills players ended up falling over. They collided and ran into each other, but whatever. It's going to be a fake handoff to James Cook, and then Dalton Kincaid's going to get the pass, and he's just going to dive forward for a 1st down. What happened to that defense, man? What happened to that defense? Come on. Y'all are better than this, man. Cheeto Woozie and DJ Turner. So Cam Taylor-Britt is currently out. DJ Turner's currently in for him. Josh Allen takes the shotgun snap. He throws Stephon Diggs with a big catch on the sideline. Come on! Change the scoreboard. Thank you, LJ. Sorry about that. Quarter 3. Bills are moving. They're already in field goal range. Come on. Come on, defense. Do something. You were looking so good in the first half. Shotgun snap. Throws, caught, James Cook, like 8 yards. Picks up like 8 yards because nobody's really there to cover him. Terrible. Maybe it was my hat. Maybe I turned my hat around and that was the problem. Turn it back. Hope karma bites the guy who killed my dog. Me too, Mikey. I'm sorry that happened. Hope karma gets him. 2nd and 2. All right, 2nd and 2. Come on, defense. Come on. Don't want to give him that momentum. That's what you really, really, really want to avoid right now. You know, if you let him get a field goal, that's one thing, but you really don't want that to happen either. Shotgun snap. James Cook's going to take it. He's going to get to the outside. First down. About a 5-yard pickup. Bad play from Miles Murphy there, too, on the edge. Definitely took a bad angle there and let the guy get around him. Man. Miles Murphy's looked pretty good in the action he's gotten so far this year, but not good on that play. All right, shotgun snap for Josh Allen. And it's going to be a lot of pressure, and Josh Allen's just got to get rid of it. So the pass rush has been good today, for what it's worth. Pass rush has been good today. The secondary has been up and down, but the pass rush has been pretty good. So, B.J. Hill been having himself a game. He's right on top of Josh Allen. All right. Josh Allen shotgun snap, and it's going to be a dump off to James Cook, and he gets about a yard. I thought he was going to get taken down behind the line, but no, he had the angle. Brian Bressie is the steal of the first round. Really interesting. He was actually a guy who I ended up scouting a lot because there was a lot of talk about the Bengals potentially looking at him, and I argued that they shouldn't, and they should have. I thought Miles Murphy was a really good pickup. Miles Murphy hasn't really done a whole lot, but it's partially because Bengals don't really use rookies all that much, and it's a crowded position. Brian Bressie probably wouldn't have done much here either. All right, Josh Allen, shotgun snap. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be, too high for Gabe Davis. Too high. And Cam Taylor-Britt was in on that play, so it's nice to see him back in action. All right, let's go. And that's going to be 4th down, so the Bengals are going to hold him to a field goal attempt. Do I think Stephon Diggs is overrated? No, I do not, Bacon Man. Stephon Diggs is a really good player. I think he's, he needs to, stop getting... that might have been a face mask on that play. So, hey, LJ, you wanted to talk about the refs not calling stuff on... or the refs, not being in the Bills' favor. That one's actually, I would argue, something you could hang your hat on. That probably should have been a face mask on Cam Taylor-Britt there. So I'll give you that one. It's not the reason why the Bills are losing right now, but I'll give you that one. That probably should have been called on Cam Taylor-Britt there. But no, Stephon Diggs is absolutely not overrated. Stephon Diggs might be... It's so hard to say he's underrated because he's considered one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, but at the same time, people don't talk about him all the time when you're talking about the best wide receivers in the NFL. I feel like he's got a baseline level of respect, but he doesn't get the hype that he's really... No, I don't think he's overrated. I think he's closer to underrated than overrated, but Stephon Diggs is a really good wide receiver. Like a damn good wide receiver, and I would love to have him on the Bengals. I don't think he'd fit in at all with the Bengals, locker room presence-wise. I actually don't want him on the Bengals because I don't think he'd fit the vibe of the locker room. I don't think he'd get along with a lot of the guys. So I actually don't want him on the Bengals because he probably wouldn't be the starter, and then he'd just pitch a fit the whole time. But no, dude, Stephon Diggs is a damn good player. I respect the hell out of Stephon Diggs. Lions making the playoffs this year? Well, yeah. I mean, they're running away with the NFC North, and nobody's going to catch them. Obviously, the Lions are making it. The Lions are crazy. Taysom Hill is our brotherly shove. I don't know what to think about Taysom Hill, honestly. Stephon Diggs hurts me? Yeah, he does, Mikey. Yes, he does. Do I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is underrated? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Like, I think a lot of people respect Amon-Ra St. Brown, but, like, and he's damn good. Amon-Ra, I don't think, you're probably right. He probably doesn't get talked about as much as he should, but he's a really, yeah, maybe. He's definitely really good. I'll give him that. As far as underrated, it depends on who you're talking to, I guess. But, I mean, I'd say, yeah, Amon-Ra definitely deserves more talk than he gets. What about Trayvon Diggs? Is he overrated? Yeah, Trayvon Diggs is overrated, for sure. I mean, I don't even know. He's not that great, I guess, is the thing. Like, you know, he gets burnt a lot, and then, like, he also comes up with, like, interceptions and stuff, so, like, you know, he makes up for it. So, in a way, he's kind of overrated, but yeah, I say yes. Yeah, Trayvon Diggs is overrated. Again, with that, it also depends on who you talk to, because some people probably don't even think about Trayvon Diggs most of the time, right? But, yeah, I'd say he's overrated. Trayvon Diggs is overrated. I don't think he should be, like, a clear-cut starting cornerback, I guess is the main thing. All right, so that's going to be returned from the 2-yard line. Travion Williams going to, wow, terrible return. The Bills are all over him and get him down. There's a flag on the play, though. What's the flag? That was a terrible return by Travion Williams, though. Absolutely horrendous. And it's probably bad blocking and bad blah, 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 whatever. But there's a flag on the play. It's almost always on the receiving team, so we'll see. Illegal block in the back on the Bengals. And that's going to back them up even further. God damn it, man. Coming out of sleep in the second half. And that was Stanley Morgan, too. Like the 7th string wide receiver. Going out and making stupid plays like that. Oh, man, this team just kind of fell asleep in the second half, didn't they? I mean, the defense, you know, ended up only holding the Bills to a field goal, but special teams not looking good on that play. I'll tell you that right now. Offense has got some work to do because they got the ball back at the 8-yard line now. 1st and 10. Joe Burrow's in the shotgun formation. Jamar Chase motions wide. And they're going to just give it to Joe Mixon. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. 3 yards. 3-yard pickup for Joe Mixon. Well, come on. Gotta get this ball moving. Gotta get it out of the end zone. Gotta eat some clock. By the way, I need to update the scoreboard. I caught it this time, guys. But yeah, it's 10-7. Or 21-10, sorry. 21-10. Change Bills to 10. Damn it! Damn it! I almost got it! I almost got it, LJ! I got it before I saw your comment, though. I got it before I saw your comment. Joe Burrow's going to throw it to Joe Mixon. Quick dump-off pass. And he's going to pick up about another 3 yards. Hey, come on. Do I like G Fuel? That's like some sort of Gatorade thing, right? I haven't had it. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, but that's Gatorade, right? Like there's some sort of like Gatorade thing they're doing. It's gonna be 3rd and 4. Come on, offense. Come on, we got to get something going here. Definitely kind of risking giving the Bills momentum, which is really what you want to avoid doing. Really got to avoid giving them momentum. All right, Joe Burrow takes a shotgun snap. He's going to bail and run with it, and he's got the first down. Let's go. Great running there by Joe Burrow, and he just does one of these on the ground. He's just like, yeah, that's right. First down, Bengals. Let's go, baby. Remember all the people who said the Bengals shouldn't draft Joe Burrow because like he couldn't save them? Looking at you, Zach Schaumler. I think Joe Burrow might have saved the Bengals. Because, good God, being a Bengals fan sucked before he got here. Like, just really, really bad. And there were some ups and some downs, but there were a lot of downs, and the highs weren't that high. Joe Burrow, shotgun snap, throws. T. Higgins, it's a low throw, but he goes around and catches it. And then he jukes a man, picks up a first down, and about 5 more yards after that. Great play. Let's go. T. Higgins. T. Higgins finally heating up. And he just barely keeps that foot in bounds, too, but he did. That actually might have been about a 10-yard pickup after the first down. Let's see. All right, so that's from there. Hard to say. But yeah, that was a damn good play by T. Higgins there. All right. Joe Burrow takes a shotgun snap, fakes the handoff to Joe Mixon. He's going to throw it deep, and he's got Jamar Chase, who drops it. He was on target, but Jamar Chase could not come down with it. Ooh, he's shaking up. That's not good. Maybe he's just pissed. Hopefully he's just pissed. I think he's just pissed. But he was a little slow getting up there. Dude, Joe Burrow, that was a pretty ball there by Joe Burrow, and Jamar Chase had the guy beat. And, you know what? Actually, that was a little bit of an underthrow by Joe Burrow. Because Jamar had him beat, and Joe just couldn't quite get it to him. Dane Jackson making that an incomplete pass. All right, so now it's 2nd and 10. Well, so much for that. That was almost awesome. Shotgun snap for Joe, dumps it off short to Joe Mixon, and he gets tackled behind the line. About a 1-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Damn it! Damn it. Raiders crushed the Giants. Well, it's the Giants, so yeah, probably. If only we had a guy like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's a damn good player, man. Defense, well, your defense is playing good right now, LJ. Remember when I used Christine as my username? Oh, that was you! Oh, I remember Christine. I didn't realize that was you, Mikey. Okay, that explains where the fuck Christine went. Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. All right, Joe Burrow, shotgun snap. That's batted down. Nothing. All right, it's going to be 4th and 11. They're going to have to punt. Fuck. God damn it. All right, well, defense. Time for the defense to come through and do something. That was a great heads-up play by the Bills there to make that happen. Used it to tribute your grandmother? That's sweet, Mikey. That's pretty cool. All right, punt is away, and that's going to go out of bounds about the 9-yard line. That's a nice punt there by Brad Robbins. He hasn't had a whole lot of those this year. Yes, sir. We don't need none of that energy in here, LJ. But hey, it's a good punt. It's a good punt. So I'll take the good punt. Yeah, I'll take honestly what I can get. I'll take the good punt. What's going on in the rest of the NFL today? Irene says, I don't know why Bengals always start off 1-3 every year, then make it to the Super Bowl. Well, they didn't make it to the Super Bowl last year. They almost did. They were really close, but I don't know, Irene. They start slow, and they start slow in games, too. Kyle Phelps, underrated. Well, thank you, LJ. I agree with you. I agree with that right there. More people should subscribe. We're going to keep going, and we're just going to keep pumping out content until people eventually subscribe. Eventually, just people are going to have to stop ignoring it. But appreciate you, LJ. All right, so Chiefs holding off a Dolphins comeback attempt, but with a dominating first half, 21-14 in Germany this morning. That was unfortunate, but it was kind of cool to see the Dolphins come back, but then, whatever. Whatever. But once again, Dolphins, frauds. I think we can say that for sure now. I think we can for sure say the Dolphins are frauds because they just shit the bed every time they play a good team. Vikings 31-28 over the Falcons. I know Mikey was happy about that one. Browns beat the Cardinals 27-0, which I kind of expected it to be something like that, but Deshaun Watson having himself a good game, which is annoying for me. Packers won 20-3 over the Rams. Which is funny because Tom Grossi was still having a 400 by the end of 2023. Bro, my goal is to be at 500 by the end of 2023. We'll see if that happens. My growth isn't as fast as it was last year, But I got up to about 300 by the end of last season. So I'm hoping to get up to at least 500 by the end of this season. That's my goal. 500 is also the new threshold for monetization, too. So, just saying. Commanders beat the Patriots 20-17 because the Patriots are trash and Mac Jones is trash. Saints beat the Bears 24-17. Ravens beat the Seahawks 37-3. Texans beat the Buccaneers 39-37. Colts beat the Panthers 27-13. Raiders beat the Giants 30-6. Eagles beat the Cowboys 28-23, and Josh Allen takes a shotgun snap on first down. It's going to be a short dump off to James Cook for about a 4-yard pickup. Oh, and then the Steelers beat the Titans 20-16 on Thursday, which just why does the NFL have to hurt me like that? Like the AFC North is just so damn good right now, man. And it's like most of these teams, particularly the Browns and the Steelers, aren't winning decisively, but they keep winning. All right, nice play there by the Bengals to break up that pass by Josh Allen. They're looking around for a flag, but I don't know what they're what flag. I mean, like is Cheeto wasn't even like touching him. I didn't see. Like, I mean, maybe we can see a replay what they're looking for, but I didn't see anything. Jamar Chase putting a compression belt around his waist. That's not good. All right. Come on, Bengals. Stop them here. 3rd and 6. It's 3rd and 6. Come on. Josh Allen's in the shotgun formation. He's got James Cook to his right. No, Jeff. No, you shouldn't. All right. Somebody took a timeout? Bills took a timeout. Okay. No, Jeff, you should not make 5 extra accounts just to sub so I can make money off of this. Part of the reason is because it's not just 500 subs. I also have to have like a certain number of it's like 1,000 public watch hours or something like that. So it like if the growth doesn't happen naturally, then like the rest of the metrics won't like count either. So no. I mean I appreciate the thought, but no, don't do that. Don't do that. Or I mean if you want to do that and then like it just makes the algorithm think more people like my show, then that might help. But sorry if you thought Christine died. Which she did, but that was me. No, I didn't think Christine died. I just thought she went away. I'm sorry about your grandma though, Mikey. Bengals going to the Super Bowl period. I think they are this year, Jerome. I think they are now. Wasn't so sure the first couple of weeks. Josh Allen shotgun snap, and he's going to be taken down. Trey Hendrickson with the sack. Let's go. 4th down. Defense holds. Let's go. Josh Allen didn't look like he saw that guy coming at all. Trey Hendrickson. Boy, tell you what. Trey Hendrickson, I'm so glad that guy's on our team. Sorry, Mikey. I know y'all used to have him. Trey Hendrickson. Dude, that guy's like, he's not TJ Watt and he's not Myles Garrett, but, outside of like those 2 fucking aliens in our division, like if we didn't have aliens in our division, then Trey Hendrickson would probably be the best like pass rusher in the division. All right. Trent Irwin's going to fair catch at about the 42-yard line, and the offense is going to have good field position. Hopefully they can do something with it this time. All right, well, Bengals defense at the very least is coming through pretty substantially. All right. I mean, shit, so as far as my prediction goes, my prediction was 30-10, or I'm sorry, my prediction was 30-20 Bengals. So, Bills need to get a touchdown and a field goal. And then the Bengals need to get... What would that be? So the Bengals need to get a touchdown and like a safety. It's probably not going to happen. I mean, I guess they could get a touchdown and then miss the extra point and then get a field goal. Like, they could do that. I don't want that to happen. Because I'd rather Money Mac not miss a field goal or anything for that matter. I'm a little annoyed though that that field goal from earlier didn't count because that just barely went in and I was like stressing over it. And then the payoff was like, hey, it went in, but it doesn't count. Like what kind of bullshit is that, bro? Like what kind of bullshit is that? So LJ, I want to point something out right now as far as like like talking about the refs is concerned. I'm not trying to like call you out constantly all the time, but I just want to point out that my friends, you probably can't see that on the screen or whatever, but my friends are having a conversation right now, and one of them is complaining about the refs on the Bengals end, and so this is just kind of my point. Like complaining about the refs, I view as weak because everybody does it when something doesn't go right for their team. But, like, the fact of the matter is the refs just suck. And I think we can all just happily agree that the refs suck in general. Well, maybe not happily, but I think we can all agree with that at the very least. Huge night for the tight ends. Touchdown, Drew Sample. In the first half, 7 receptions, 74 yards, and 2 touchdowns for the tight ends, which is not a very common thing for the Bengals. I wonder where it's at now. I wonder where that is at now. Where are the tight ends at now? Ooh, those pork chops look good. Where's that? Must be at some Cincinnati restaurant. Those pork chops look so damn good. That's about the same. I don't know what restaurant that was in the little side thing, but Joe Mixon's going to get the short dump-off pass, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards. Nice little play there. But yeah, I don't know what restaurant that was, but that looked really damn good. It also looked like high-end as fuck, so probably expensive as fuck. But it looked... If any of y'all saw the restaurant they were advertising in that little, like thing, I thought that looked pretty delicious. Like, especially those scallops, man, and the fucking pork chops. Like, I don't usually get excited about pork chops, but those pork chops look really good. I can't wait for me to hit 10 million subs. Okay, Bacon Man. All right, well... me too. That would be pretty nice. Joe Burrow's gonna throw, and it's caught by T. Higgins, and he holds on to it through a ton of contact. Nice, and that's a first down for the Bengals, moving that ball. But yeah, 10 million subs. Yeah, that would be. Okay, so Tom Grossi keeps saying like his like long-term goal was to hit 1 million subs, and like maybe. But, like, football YouTube is not the place you go to, like, really get a shit ton of views, right? Joe Mixon's just going to get eaten alive in the backfield on that toss play. That was terrible. He's going to lose, like, 4 or 5 yards, maybe. But, yeah, football YouTube is way too niche to get, like, 10 million views. 10 million subs, anyway. Like, I mean, you'd have to, like, start putting out, like, content that's, like... I mean, maybe you could do it as, like, an all-sports channel, but even then, like, I mean, Pat McAfee isn't anywhere close to that. I don't know, 10 million, but that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome, though. Like, I'm not trying to, like, overanalyze that. That'd be pretty cool. 3 field goals. Yep, yeah, that's right. I forgot about 3 field goals. I'm dumb. Yeah, 3 field goals. Okay, that's fine. If we get 3 field goals and we get 30 points, it's fine with me. Joe Burrow shotgun snap. He throws. It's caught. T. Higgins having a game today. It's nice to see T. Higgins having a game. He's been having not the greatest season so far. But T. Higgins showing up today. That's like, what is like 4th catch or something like that? 6. He's got 6 on the day. For 83 yards. He might go over 100. T. Higgins might go over 100 today. Which is crazy because, like, I mean, he's just not... T. Higgins has been very absent this year. Good for him, man, because I was worried that he was going to screw himself out of a good contract, too. Like, he might not be with the Bengals after too much longer, but I still want to see him, like, if he... Like with Jesse Bates. I wanted to see Jesse Bates go get that money, even though I didn't think it was going to be with the Bengals. Joe Burrow shotgun snap. He's going to throw, and, ooh. It's a little too far for Tyler Boyd there. Almost caught on the ground by Trenton Irwin, but not quite. So it's going to be 4th and 5 now. Offense stalls out. That sucks. That sucks. I think that the Bengals are trying to argue that there was a little bit of extracurricular shoving going on there. But offense is staying out on the field on 4th and 5. So, all right. Okay. All right. Where are they even on the field right now? They are at... Oh, okay. Yeah. Interesting. That's almost field goal range. I would almost say go for the field goal here, frankly. Bengals take their first time out. I think they are probably going to... I can't imagine they're going to go for it here. Like, it's 5 yards to go. I don't know. Anyone remembers the replacement ref? I remember the replacement refs, and like, you know, like they constantly got shit on. And then there was like the Fail Mary. It's like really ever since that whole thing where like the refs went on strike, and then like they got this new deal and everything like that from the NFL. Ever since then, I felt like the quality of NFL officiating has just been like much lower ever since that whole thing. I don't know if they like redid the like rules of being an official to it makes it like more lax and like they let more like slip ups go and stuff like that. I don't know if that's what the officials negotiated for. But yeah, ever since then, and it was a breath of fresh air from the replacement refs, which were absolutely horrendous. But yeah, that was weird. All right, so offensive steal out on the field. Joe Burrow's in the shotgun formation, takes the snap, okay, and he's going to go up. He's got Drew Sample, but he's not going to get it. All right, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Bills are going to get the ball. I don't know what the hell they were thinking there. I didn't like that play. That I think they should have taken the field goal, honestly. Like, that would have been a long field goal, but I think he could have hit it. And you had like 5 yards to go. I don't agree with that, going forward on that. With the way the Bills defense has been, like, you know, not amazing, but like definitely ever since like the first quarter, the Bills defense has been solid. I don't know if I agree with going on. Like earlier, I was talking about going for it because the offense was rolling, but on that one, I don't agree with going for it there. I don't like that from Zach Taylor. Now, granted, they've got an 11-point lead, so. You know, I guess Zach's in, I mean, you know, you're almost in the fourth quarter, so he's probably thinking, you know, like, be aggressive, and if you get it, you can really kind of try to put him away. But now, I don't know, man, you're risking giving them some momentum, and you really don't want to do that. The refs ruined our Super Bowl dreams. Well, yeah, they ruined ours too, Mikey, in the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl. But you know what? I still don't like sit there and say like, oh, the Bengals lost because of the refs. The Bengals lost because they couldn't put any offense together in the Super Bowl. But at the same time, Logan Wilson stopped them. Just saying. That wasn't pass interference, but whatever. But whatever. I don't fucking care. Don't fucking care. I do care, but I don't fucking care. I do care, but I don't want to care. That's probably a better way to put that. Whatever. But again, I don't want to blame the refs for losing the Super Bowl because the fact of the matter is the Bengals shouldn't have been in that position to lose the Super Bowl like that anyway. They should have scored more than, what was it, like 13 fucking points? How much did they score anyway? It was low. It was 20. They scored 20. Okay. But they should have scored more than 20 points. That was a low-scoring, weird game. I wasn't sure what was up with the Bengals offense in that game. And they actually kind of had to come back a little bit at the end. You know, they were leading by the end of the third quarter, but yeah, they just kind of dropped the ball. They really just kind of dropped the ball. And then even after all that was over, they still had the chance to win. And like they had the play. Like, I mean, it was like on that very last play of the Super Bowl, the last play that mattered anyway. Joe Burrow had Jamar Chase, who destroyed Jalen Ramsey, burnt the hell out of him. Joe Burrow never had a chance to find him down the field because Aaron Donald was on top of him like that. The offensive line lost us that Super Bowl, frankly. Josh Allen's going to run with it, and he's going to pick up about 9 yards. I think he's going to be a little short. But that was 1st and 10, so, I mean, that's not good for the next couple plays. Come on, defense. We came back really fast from that commercial break, by the way. I don't think they were paying attention. But whatever. All right, Josh Allen. Shotgun snap on first. Oh, they gave him the first down. All right, not Dawson Knox. Dalton Kincaid's going to get that pass, and that's going to be another Bills first down. Come on. Come on, Bengals. Defense looking awful porous right now. Mikey says we had good offense in that game. Well, yeah, you had. That was back when the Saints were known for their offense, too. Josh Allen hands the ball off to James Cook, and hey, they stop him for about 2 yards on that play, so that's nice. Maybe 2.5, 3, depends on where the refs spot it. They're going to call it 3. Whatever. That was still better than the last few plays. They're doing a good job at containing James Cook today. I'll give them that. I'll give them containing James Cook. And they're also doing a good job of stopping them in general. So, I don't want to complain too hard about the defense just yet. James Cook, well, never mind. Mike Hilton does save the first down, though. So James Cook's going to be about half a yard short of the first down marker there. And let's see if we can just stop them, just completely stuff them on this next play. It's gonna be 3rd and inches basically. And on the interception, they missed the holding penalty. Yeah, well, ref's gonna ref. But at the end of the day, I always say it's important. You gotta play well enough that the refs don't screw you over, right? Everybody's fighting the refs, not fighting against the refs. Tush push, they get it. But, everybody's fighting against the refs. Literally, every team is fighting against the refs because the refs are just bad all around. So you got to win a game in a way where the refs aren't going to be able to screw you over like that. And if you don't, maybe you didn't deserve to win the game after all. I mean, that's just kind of my perspective. Like Mikey, y'all had good offense. Where was your defense? Maybe your defense should have played better so that the refs didn't, screw you over like that. Because, the refs aren't, the refs can't possibly be perfect. Yes, they get some calls egregiously wrong sometimes, but, it's not possible for the refs to be perfect. Expecting them to be perfect is, just not going to happen. So there's a little bit of, there's a little bit of luck that goes into, getting calls from the refs and stuff like that. And so when you're controlling what you can control, you have to control it so that you don't have to worry about the refs screwing you over. You just have to go win regardless. And if the refs have a few bad calls, then it's fine because you've had such a good game that you absorb those bad calls. Otherwise, you leave yourself open. I mean, that's honestly my perspective. And I'll say the same thing, we arguably got screwed in the Super Bowl. But then again, you could say the same thing about the Rams. T. Higgins was, probably, face masking Jalen Ramsey on one play that ended up being a Bengals touchdown. Now, at the same time, I think the Bengals got screwed a little harder because that PI on Logan Wilson was in more of a critical moment than T. Higgins' play, although T. Higgins' play did lead to a touchdown. But at the same time, I think the Bengals got screwed a little bit more by the refs than the Rams. But at the same time, my perspective is still that you gotta let, you can't just let the refs do that to you. The refs are an obstacle. They are now and they always have been. And you just gotta, you gotta overcome the refs, no matter what team you're on. You got to overcome the refs because the refs are going to screw it up. That's kind of their job. It shouldn't be their job, but it kind of is. So, that's my rant on the refs. Yeah, the refs suck sometimes, but you just, you can't pay too much attention to it. Yeah, my friends agree with that. That's in McPherson's range. Zach Taylor should have taken the points. You're giving Buffalo momentum, man. I don't like that. I don't like that. I would have liked the 4th down call earlier, and then they didn't go for it. And this one, I'm like, no, not in this situation. Don't do it. And then I don't know. I don't know. At the same time, don't let me sit here and tell you that I know better how to coach a team than Zach Taylor. But I don't know what the hell he was thinking there. Bills are in field goal range now, though. So it's going to be to double flea flicker. Josh Allen's going to throw it to out of nowhere. What the fuck? What the hell was that? That was the weirdest play I've ever seen. That was a double flea flicker. So it was it was like a handoff to Dalton Kincaid, who flea flickered it to somebody else, who then flea flickered. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was a handoff to Latavius Murray, who tossed it to Dalton Kincaid, who then flea flickered it to Josh Allen, who then proceeded to just throw it out of bounds. Like, the fuck? Josh Allen shotgun snap. He is going to try to go forward, and they just can't fucking tackle him. Are you goddamn kidding me? Mike Hilton eventually tackles him, but not after a 9-yard pickup. Dude. So that's going to be 3rd and 1. We've already seen they can't handle 3rd and 1. Jermaine Pratt had him, and he just couldn't fucking bring him down. Zach Carter had him, too. And it wasn't Jermaine Pratt at all. It was entirely Zach Carter, by the way. Zach Carter just not bringing him down. Dude, come on. Whose ball? It's the Bills' ball right now. All right, another tush push. And the Bengals actually stop him. The Bengals stopped this one, so let it be known that the tush push doesn't always work. Let it be known that the tush push does not always work. It is the fourth quarter now, by the way. Let me go ahead and update that. It only took me 1 minute to figure it out this time. Oh shit! The refs are saying that that's a first down. I don't know. I thought they stopped him, but maybe he pushed. Like maybe he got a second effort or something like that. Let me see the replay. Let's see the replay. I didn't think he got it. Are we not going to get a replay? Bro, we're not going to get a replay. I don't know. I didn't think he got it, but maybe he got it on like second effort or something like that. First and 10. Shotgun snap. Josh Allen rolls back, throws wide open. Dalton Kincaid. It's a fumble. It's a fumble. Nick Scott picks it up. Let's go. Dalton Kincaid fumbled and dropped it on the ground. Let's go. Woo! Yeah, he was in the air, and Nick Scott does something good and picks up that fumble. Let's go. Oh, let's go. You love to see it. Oh, you love to see it. Well, it's Bengals ball now, LJ. Mikey says true. Who dat say they're going to beat them Saints? Well, not the Bears. Bears didn't do it. Bears did not beat the Saints. Earlier today, I was defending Derek Carr, and someone just kept talking about my age. Well, I can see somebody doing that. I think it's silly, but honestly, if you got good points to make, okay. So let me. I'm not saying that that's correct for them to do. I'm saying people do that all the fucking time because they don't really have a real argument. They're like, dude, you're 11. What do you know about whatever? And it's like, well, maybe he does. Like, he watches all these games. Why doesn't he know about if Derek Carr is any good or not? I think that's stupid, Mikey. I think that's stupid. I mean, who cares how old you are? If you know your shit, you know your shit. When I was like 10 years old, I knew more about football than most armchair fucking fans that I knew. That's silly. That's silly. LJ message retracted. My mic is bugged for you. Oh no, what's wrong with the mic? Nobody else has complained about it yet though. Everything looks like it's working on my end, so it might just be on your end, Bacon Man. Maybe try resetting the stream or something, because let me see if let me bring it up on my end. Dude, I'll tell you what, this defense, I have never seen a defense do this shit before, where they just get all these turnovers out of fucking nowhere after making me think that they forgot how to play football, and then they just turn the damn ball over. I have never seen this shit before. Yeah, okay. So I just checked it. So it's coming through fine on my end. So it's got to be something on your end, Bacon Man. So you might just need to reset the stream. I don't know. I'll tell you what though, that reaction to the fumble, that one was a good one. I feel kind of bad because my son's sleeping, and I get on my daughter all the time for yelling. Not yelling, but being too loud when Murphy's trying to sleep, and then I go and do that. But that was a great fucking fumble recovery, man. What a play. Bengals got the ball, 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Joe Burrow takes the shotgun snap, and he's gonna throw, and it is caught by Irv Smith. And they were trying to argue he fumbled the ball, but he did not. Wow, what a play. Oh, and Jermaine Pratt, dude, Jermaine Pratt is so good at that. Jermaine Pratt's constantly, knocking the ball out of people's hands and stuff like that. He did that against Travis Kelce in the AFC Championship. I think he did that against the Titans. I can't remember. But, yeah, Jermaine Pratt's constantly doing that, so that's just awesome to see Jermaine Pratt doing that. Love seeing Irv Smith. Ooh, that's not a catch, though. Irv Smith definitely did drop that, but it's not a fumble, but it is a drop. What's going on now? The Bengals take a timeout. The play clock ran out, but they're not calling a flag, so Bengals must have taken the timeout. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. That sucks. I guess Irv Smith dropped it. Oh, well. At least he didn't fumble it. Joe Burrow, shotgun snap. He's going to throw, and that's caught. I think. Yeah, okay, they're saying it's caught. It's about a 9-yard pickup for T. Higgins. Once again, T. Higgins having a big game today. So that will put him at 92 yards. Get T. Higgins 8 more yards, and he'll be over 100. So that's probably like, what, 1, maybe 2 more catches for T. Higgins? I'd love to see him go over 100, man. We've needed a big T. Higgins game. We've needed a big T. Higgins game for a while. All right, 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. And Joe Mixon's going to motion out wide, so Joe Burrow's all alone in the shotgun formation, and he's going to take another timeout. What the fuck? What the hell? They're showing that run block from Orlando Brown Jr. earlier, and like I've never nerded out about a run block like I have with that one. Like that was really it was kind of a mundane play. It wasn't like legitimately that exciting, but that was just so cool to see. Like, you know, a big guy go from the entire other side of the field and like lead block for Joe Mixon like that. Like, man, it's been a while since we had exciting offensive line play. Orlando Brown Jr. has been such a great pickup for the Bengals. It's just been awesome. It's been awesome. All right, shotgun snap, Joe Burrow. He's going to fake the handoff. Joe Mixon throws, caught. Tanner Hudson was wide open. Tanner Hudson out there getting it done. Let's go. 1st down. Let's keep that clock moving, too. 21-10, and we're in the 4th quarter. We need to start eating up clock. That's what I want to see. Maybe run the ball a little bit more, you know? Run the ball a little bit more. We got an 11-point lead right now. If we can get a touchdown, that's great. But, like, I mean, all I care about is winning. All I care about is winning. If we don't get a touchdown, we don't get a touchdown. But I'm down to have like a 20. If we win 21-10, that's fine with me. You know, doesn't make the offense look great, but that's okay. All right, what the fuck? Joe Burrow constantly throwing to Drew Sample's feet. I don't understand. Like, Joe Burrow's been super inaccurate today when throwing to Drew Sample. Only when throwing to Drew Sample. But what? All right, shotgun formation for Joe Burrow. He's got Travion Williams in the backfield with him. He takes the snap on 2nd and 10, throws it, and he's got Jamar Chase wide open for a big 1st down to the 30-yard line. Let's go. He was wide open, man. Jamar Chase, that dude. Jamar Chase is that dude. He's him. That's who he is. That's who Jamar Chase is. He's him. Jamar Chase having a pretty good game today, too. That puts, he's only got 41 yards on the day, but every single time Jamar Chase has touched the ball today, it's been a momentum type of play, you know. All right, well, the Bengals are well in field goal range now. All right, it's going to be a handoff to Mixon, and he keeps his legs moving, picks up about 6 yards. Let's go. Maybe 5. Maybe 5, yeah. All right, keep that clock moving. That's what I want to see. We're at the point of the game where, you know, we don't need a lot of big plays anymore. I just want to see that clock moving. Because, you know, you just never know. You just never know. And being a Bengals fan, I can tell you personally, being a Bengals fan, I have seen too many times that you think you got it in the bag and then you don't. So I just want to see that clock move. There's a Bills player down, and it's Micah Hyde again. Don't know what's up with him. Micah Hyde is down again, though, so that's going to be a clock stoppage. I believe the Bills are going to have to take an injury timeout for that. He's walking off the field. I wonder if... well. Oh, he got hit in the head again. Ooh. Oh, shit. Not like intentionally, but he did kind of get like bumped in the head there by Cordell Volson. Yeah, Micah Hyde's having a bad day today as far as his brain goes. That's yep, not good. Not good. He said, "Do you wear Pampers in what grade I'm in?" Then blocked me. What? Oh, the guy who's talking about Derek Carr. Yeah, he's just a troll. Joe Burrow's got to throw that ball away. He had people all over him. So it's going to be 3rd and 6. But yeah, Mike, he's just being a troll. Like, just ignore him. Like, you remember what I did? You remember what I eventually had to do with Matthew? Like, like he was a, pretty solid contributor to this community for a while, but then he just, like, every single day, he would just nonstop talk shit, and he wouldn't even, like, make it sound like when I was trolling you and David, earlier in your stream, and then David was like, bro, Kyle, why are you trolling so much? And I made it clear. I was like, dude, I'm just having fun with you guys. I like it's not serious or anything like that. Like Matthew never really. So I don't know what the hell happened with him, but it's just like with stuff like that, you just gotta like get rid of him, get him out of here, and brush it off your shoulder and move on. So the guy with the Pampers comment, I don't know. Jerome's been a fan since '72. Well, that's you've been through a lot then, right? I mean, the Bengals have only been around since '68. So I mean, you've seen it. You've basically seen it all then, Jerome. Damn, that's a long time to be a Bengals fan. You've been through a lot of pain too. Yeah, my friends are not happy with the timeouts right now. The Bengals are now out of timeouts. So, not that they necessarily need them because, like, they're kind of in control of this game, but no. Bengals are now out of timeouts, though, with 10:19 left to play in the 4th quarter. All right. Joe Burrow takes a shotgun snap. He's going to throw. Caught! T. Higgins, almost breaks it for the touchdown, but he can't. Just at the very end, he gets brought down, but what a strike by Joe Burrow. That ball has some heat on it. Dude, that ball was flying through the air, man. T. Higgins. And I think that puts him over 100 yards, too. I think that puts T. Higgins over 100 yards on the day. Yeah, let's go. T. Higgins at 110 yards. Let's go, baby. T. Higgins. Now we need to get him a touchdown. Let's just get him a touchdown, man. Do I keep raising the bar? Yes, I do. But get T. Higgins the touchdown. Please. Let's get T. Higgins the touchdown. I want to see it. All right. Joe Burrow under center. He's going to pitch it out to Joe Mixon, who is just going to get swallowed. Dude, that play has not been working today. Maybe we should stop doing that play, because that's been bad. Yeah, I wouldn't listen to him, Mikey. The people like that are just stupid. From Cincinnati, yep. Well, let's go, Jerome. Let's go. Where do you stand on the Skyline versus Gold Star debate? That's the kind of information I want to find out from you, because it has come to my attention that there are people out there who think that Gold Star chili is better than Skyline chili, and I think that they're insane. But why don't you tell me what you think, and we'll have a talk about it. Saints play the Vikings next week. Ooh. Joe Burrow throws at Irv Smith, and he gets in. I think he's got the touchdown. Oh, they're saying he was just out. They were saying he was out of the 2. He must have stepped out with his heel. Damn. Irv Smith almost had himself another touchdown. Or would that might have been his first. I don't know. Did Irv Smith get a touchdown earlier? It was like Joe Mixon got one, and I think I think Irv Smith got one. That would have been his second on the day, though. Damn. Dude, Irv Smith. Gotta love him. Hey, dude, what up? It's Majestic. Where the hell you been, buddy? What's going on, man? How about them? No. Not how about. Sad how about them Cowboys. Joe Burrow throws to Joe Mixon's heel for some reason. So that's going to be 4th down, and they're going to have to just settle for a field goal, I think. Still nervous for Josh Dobbs. Why? What? Y'all playing the Cardinals next week? Greg Rousseau just knocked that ball down, too. It looks like Joe Burrow might have had Joe Mixon, but Greg Rousseau knocked the ball down. All right, so Evan McPherson is going to come out, and he's going to kick the extra point up, and that is good. Let's go. All right, 24-10, and we got 8:08 left in the game. I'm feeling pretty good. Game ain't over, but I'm feeling pretty good. All right, so Dobbs is on the Vikings. That's right, I forgot Dobbs was on the Vikings now. But why are you nervous about Dobbs? Dobbs sucks. Like, honestly, like, I don't know why the Vikings traded for him, but honestly, Jaren Hall's probably going to be playing, because, like, Jaren Hall, didn't Jaren Hall play against the Falcons? And he played pretty well. Oh, Dobbs played? Okay, I thought Jaren Hall played. Yeah. Well, okay, yeah. I guess he played well, but I don't think Dobbs has been that good in Arizona, though. So, I mean, we'll see, though. We'll see, though, Mikey. I don't know. Been busy in real life. No, I feel it majestic. I just haven't seen you in a minute, so I'm just happy to see you. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Skyline, let's go, Jerome. That's the correct answer. Am I crazy? I think Gold Star chili tastes like beans. Like I just think the flavor is beans. Like, am I crazy? Because that's the way I genuinely feel. Like, what do you think? But I think Gold Star chili tastes like beans, and that's why I don't like it. Because it doesn't taste like chili; it tastes like beans. Like, it doesn't like the texture isn't beans. It's not like the mushy bean texture or anything like that. But like, it tastes like the flavor of beans is what I get from Gold Star, and I just don't like that. That's my opinion, but. Tell you what, though, I'll stand on the table for anybody from out of town who's dissing Gold Star because, they still represent Cincinnati chili. Just as long as everybody knows that Skyline is superior. But I won't let out of towners talk bad about Gold Star though, unless they say they don't like Cincinnati chili and the only reason they don't like it is because they had Gold Star. Then I'll tell them they're full of shit and they need to have it from Skyline. But at the same time, Gold Star does represent Cincinnati chili, so I'm not gonna let out of towners talk shit about them. But then again, Skyline's the one everybody knows. For a reason. Saint X out there having some good... having a good game against Moeller, I see. High school football's big around here, man. Like, weirdly big. Like... I don't even... I don't personally follow the high school football because my high school, I went to Northwest High School and our football team was terrible when I went there. They're better now. They're better now, but they're still not competitive with teams like Saint X and our sister school Coleraine. All right, so that's going to be another touchback, and the Bills are going to get the ball at the 25-yard line. But yeah, Northwest football team was awful. We sent one guy. I think like early when like Northwest like in the 70s or something like that, we might have sent somebody in the NFL. But the only guy who ever played in the NFL and made any sort of impact who went to my high school was Preston Brown. And he actually, I don't know if LJ, if you're still in here, you might remember Preston Brown as like a 3rd or 4th round pick for you guys who actually played pretty well. Then he came to the Bengals and he was bad. But that guy I went to high school with that guy. Same grade and everything. Josh Allen throws, gets caught by Dalton Kincaid, and it's about a 9-yard pickup. So I think Lou Anarumo is pretty much just kind of in kill the clock mode right now, which he didn't do there. Oh no, clock is running. Let's go. But yeah, I didn't. Me and Preston weren't like friends or anything like that, but I did briefly play on the same football team as him when I was a kid. He stuck with it. Obviously, I didn't. Josh Allen's going to fake the handoff to Latavius Murray, looks like, and then he's going to. Wow, Sam Hubbard had the sack, and Josh Allen just jukes him out of it. God damn it! And that's going to stop the clock, too. Come on, Sam. Sam Hubbard just, gets, Josh Allen stops on a dime, and Sam Hubbard can't stop that quickly. That's what happened. Jaron Hall got hurt. That's, okay, there you go. That sucks. Arizona, he was all right. No, he wasn't. He wasn't that good. Saints defense makes anyone look good. Well, hey, y'all are 5-4, right? Josh Allen takes a shotgun snap. It's going to be a quick toss to Khalil Shakir. He picks up about 9 yards. Defense just letting them do whatever they want right now. But look, you know what? They're making them meet clock, so that's fine, I guess. Bills only have 2 timeouts as well, so not going to have all 3. Yeah, there is a difference. It's just weird. Played against Matthew and Madden one time. I remember y'all talking about that. Yeah, Josh Allen's gonna throw it away on that one because there's a lot of pressure. Bengals brought the pressure on that one. He had to throw it away, so it's gonna be 3rd and 1 now. Can the defense get off the field? Probably not because the Bills are probably. I'd imagine this is 4-down territory at this point. You gotta get something going if you're Buffalo. But, hey, can they stop them on 3rd down? That would be nice. That would be nice. All right, Josh Allen from the 50. Takes the shotgun snap, and he's going to hand it off, and the Bengals let him get the 1st down. Okay, all right, well. That's Latavius Murray on the carry, by the way. Boo! Whatever. As long as they're eating that clock, I guess that's all I care about. Just keep that clock moving, bro. Got 6 minutes left in the game. Bengals got a 14-point lead. Leonard Fournette, I guess, is on the Bills now. All right, Josh Allen takes a shotgun snap. He's going to pump fake, and he bails out of pressure, and now he's just going to run it. And, boy, nobody can tackle. And he's going to pick up a 1st down. Dude, I don't know what the hell the defense is doing, man. Just letting them march down the fucking field. Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't expect DJ Reader to be, keep up with, Josh Allen's shiftiness, which may be part of why Joseph Osai's in there now at defensive tackle. All right, Trey Hendrickson almost gets, a sack there, but he just whiffs. And Josh Allen throws, and is that caught? Nope, they're saying it hit the ground. Thank fucking God. And, yeah, that hit the ground. That definitely hit the ground. That was number 16, Sherfield Sr. on the drop. I don't know if it counts as a drop. It just hit the ground. Trent Sherfield Sr. on the catch. Or on the non-catch, I guess. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 now. Come on, defense. And is there a timeout now? Oh! Bills are challenging. Well, let's take another look at this then. No, dude, that hits the ground. You can see the dirt coming up. If anything, there's definitely not sufficient evidence. There's no way they overturned this. Right there, you see that. You can maybe argue it bounced off his fingers. You can maybe make that argument, but it's definitely not incontrovertible evidence, right? So, I don't know. Refs might do something stupid here, but that's not a catch. It's not a catch. That hit the ground. Well, okay, let me rephrase. That probably hit the ground, and there's not really enough evidence to say that it didn't. And they called it they called it incomplete on the field. So I would be a little annoyed if they overturned this. I'd be a little annoyed if they overturned this, but I guess anything can happen. I'm going to go since we're on a commercial break, I'm going to go let my dogs outside, y'all. Then they probably need to go potty. Come on. Come on, go boys. Come on. Go boys. Yes, go boys. Oh, good. Dogs need taken care of too, y'all. Sorry, Kyle, but I actually need the Bills to win. Screw you, Richard. You need the Bills to win so the Dolphins don't move up in the ranking. Huh? The hell do the Dolphins have to do with this? What? You might have to. You might have to explain that, Ron Richard. I don't get it. I was so close to picking. Oh, seeding. Do the Dolphins move up in the seeding if? Let's see. If the Bills win. Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Yeah, the Dolphins will be in first place. Well, you know what? Sorry, Richard. But I think it's a pretty safe bet at this point. Like if you can still place bets on the Bengals winning this game, I think I don't even know what the win probability is at this point, but it's pretty high for the Bengals right now. Like the Bengals are pretty well in control of this game. Here we go. Right now, the Bengals have a 96.1% chance to win this game, according to ESPN. So, yeah, probably a little late there, Richard. All right, so they called it a non-catch, and that is going to be caught by Trent Sherfield on the next play, but it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Yeah, that's the thing, John. Like it could have been a catch. Like you could see it, like it bounced off of something, and that might have been his fingers, but I thought I saw dirt come up. But it's really kind of hard to tell, and because of that, you have to stick with the call on the field. All right, so it's going to be a handoff to Latavius Murray. He picks up the 1st down. Of course he does. Don't let your dogs get hit by a car. Yeah, well, I mean, they got an electric fence, so that shouldn't be a worry, Mikey, but yeah. I'm sorry that happened to you, though. I'm sorry, Richard. I think the Bengals are going to win this game. Josh Allen, shotgun snap, throws, caught, and almost let him get loose, but he did eventually get taken down. All right, that works. Kept him inbounds, too. This is Khalil Shakir. And I did not see what Bengals player made the tackle, but I want to say it was probably CTB. Or no, I think it was actually DJ Turner who made that tackle. It was a good tackle. Almost a bad tackle, but it wasn't. Josh Allen takes the shotgun snap. Can't find anywhere to go with it. He's got some pressure, and he throws. Latavius Murray catches it. Jermaine Pratt brings him down. It's 3rd down, and the clock is still running. Let's go. It'll be another 3rd and 1. So, I would imagine, if you're the Bills, do you try to run it again? Because the Bengals will let you get the 1st down if you run it, but you're gonna keep that clock moving. So I mean, you've taken off so much time off the clock at this point. You gotta get a touchdown here soon, otherwise it's basically over. Josh Allen, he's gonna throw it deep, and oh my God, it's a touchdown. Stephon Diggs caught the touchdown. Are you fucking kidding me? DJ Turner just got totally destroyed on that play. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Well, if there's any life for the Bills, there it is. If there's any life for the Bills, there it is. God damn it. Dude, Turner, yep. But hey, whoever was asking me if I think Stephon Diggs is overrated, no, I do not think he's overrated because he does shit like that. God damn it. It's all Kyle Phelps' fault. He was too darn Ohio for the Bills to handle. It's funny because most people consider me to be more Kentucky than Ohio. Because my whole family's from Kentucky. I've got more of a southern accent than I do an Ohio accent. It's going to be a 2-point conversion attempt. Josh Allen's going to throw. It's caught. Was that inbounds though? They're calling it a good attempt, but I don't know if it was. So tentatively right now, it's I don't know why they went for the 2-point conversion there, but tentatively right now it's 24-18. I thought he was out of bounds though. Can we get a replay? Can we get a replay? Because I thought he was out of bounds. Here we go. Here's a replay. All right, Diggs, and oh, wow, look, Nick Scott's in on the play. All right, Diggs, Caught. 1, 2. Yeah, he's out. He's in. He's in. All right. Well, now why the Bills went for it there, I don't know, because you're risking you're risking being down 8. Now you're down 6. It's like, yeah, if you like get the ball back and you get a touchdown, then you win. But I don't really understand that, because like, I mean, fight for overtime before you fight to win. Like, fight for a chance to breathe before you fight. I don't know, but they got it. So I mean, like, whatever. All right. Well, it's definitely not feeling quite as certain right now, because that's exactly what they needed. They needed like to stop burning the clock. Are they going to go for an onside kick here? I wouldn't imagine. Doesn't look like it. Nope. All right. Missed school on Thursday. Spent most of Friday crying and I'm sorry, Mikey. What's the percentage now? It's probably a lot less. But I mean, it's probably still in the Bengals' favor, I would imagine. The percentage right now is 93%. That's more than it was before. What? Okay, now it says 87.2. So it did go down a little bit. Ohio man. I mean, dude, I live in Ohio. I've lived in Ohio all my life, but you know, I'm just saying most Ohioans don't consider me to be very Ohio. All right, shotgun snap. Joe Burrow throws, and that is nice. Caught. Tyler Boyd wide open down to the 45-yard line. Let's go. What a play. Let's go. That's what you want to see out of the offense. All right. The only thing I don't like about it is, you know, like, it's a big play and you don't take very much time off the clock, right? But, you know, you'll take what you can get. That was a big catch there by Tyler Boyd. All 3 of the big-name receivers have been having good games today. All 3 of them. And that win probability is back up to 94.8% now, by the way. I think it's pretty good. Tyler Boyd has 56 yards on the day. Jamar Chase only has 41, believe it or not. Tanner Hudson has more at 45. It's going to be a handoff to Joe Mixon, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards. And, importantly, keep that clock moving. Although the clock is stopped right now for, I guess, the Bills took a timeout. Okay. Bills took their timeout. Last timeout for the Bills. So, the Bengals right now, I think, are really just about, killing the clock right now. If you get a first down, I think you might need 2 first downs to win, but, 2 first downs and you win, for sure. Remember when we could have drafted T. Higgins, but instead we took Peyton Turner? Yeah, I did not understand the Peyton Turner pick at all. I thought that was kind of nuts, honestly. Like Peyton Turner was not a guy who I had pegged as like, I had him as like a 3rd round talent, to be honest with you. And the Saints took him in the 1st round. I'm like, what the hell? What? Dane Jackson's getting looked at. Been a rough game today as far as injuries go for the Bills. So that's not good for them. Not a bit. T. Higgins, 110 yards on the day. Did not get a touchdown, unfortunately. Irv Smith Jr. and Drew Sample both had touchdowns, and Irv Smith almost had a second. Irv Smith having a game. Only 26 yards on the day, but, a touchdown and could have had a second one. Tanner Hudson been the tight end getting the yards today. 45 yards on 4 catches. 45 catches. Jesus Christ. Joe Burrow hasn't even thrown it 45 times. He's actually thrown it 44 times so far. I'm sure we'll probably get at least one more. Although maybe not. I don't know. If the running game works, they might just keep running the ball at this point. Like, if you run it in field goal range, game's over. Frankly. Well, no, not quite. Because you can get in field goal range without getting another first down. All right, Mixon's going to take the handoff, and he picks up about 5 yards. Nice little extra effort from him. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3. And he's pissed about something, but it was a fine run, dude. Could have had T. Higgins, but we reached on Peyton Turner. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, Mikey. I think I got to bring the dogs in real quick. me a few minutes, okay? Almost done. Almost done. Yes, be patient. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Let's go, boy. All right, 3rd and 3. This is a well, I wouldn't say a really huge 3rd and 3 here, but about as huge as this moment could get with the Bengals, having the lead they have. Only a 6-point lead, which is worth pointing out. Only a 6-point lead. Looking like the Bengals were going to run away with this game, and they didn't quite. Now, obviously, they put up a pretty solid performance, but hey, you know what? I just realized something. If the Bengals get a touchdown, which they probably won't at this point, like why would they? Why would they? That's just not the way the Bengals do things. But if the Bengals get a touchdown here, if they did that with like time expiring, they could always just not get the extra point, and then they'd have 30 points, and then the Bills would have almost 20. So once again, my prediction not too bad. Once again, my prediction not looking too bad, y'all. Yeah, that's really cool, isn't it, man? Like everybody like striping out the jungle. I wish I could have gone, but it is what it is. By the way, I'll tell you all that here in a second. Joe Burrow's going to hand the ball off to Joe Mixon, who's got a lane. Nice. And he picks up the first down. Let's go. All right, so anyway, I will not be streaming the Bengals game next week because I'm taking my son to go see that one. So that'll be Bengals-Texans. I will not be live streaming that one. I'll try to maybe come out with an extra video or something maybe. That way I put some more content out than just power rankings. Or maybe I'll just do I'll do a reaction of it after the game. But unfortunately, I will not be able to stream that game because I'll be attending the game. Traumatized after seeing Oliver lay down like that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mikey. The fraud fins suck. Yeah, they sure do. Only reason they're in first. Whoa. No, the Bengals are just kneeling on it now. See, that's what I'm talking about. The Bengals aren't going to go get the touchdown. They're going to get the win, and then they're just going to, be nice about it. People talk about the Bengals, and people talk about the Bengals being the exemplification of bad sportsmanship. But the fact of the matter is, the Bengals never rub it in. They'll talk smack before the game, but they don't talk a lot of smack after the game. Like the Chiefs, by the way. The Chiefs talk a shit ton of smack after the game. Bengals will talk smack going, leading up to the game, but they won't be sore winners. People have called them sore winners, and I don't understand how the Bengals are sore winners, because they don't talk a lot of shit after the game. They talk shit leading up to the game. They put themselves on the line beforehand, and then, sometimes it comes through and sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, the Bengals are kneeling on the ball, so that's pretty much going to be it. I'll wait until the clock says 0-0-0 to call it, but yeah, there we go. Cincinnati Bengals, y'all. Cincinnati Bengals taking the dub, and they are with the Chargers win tomorrow night, the Bengals will officially be in control of their destiny as far as the playoffs are considered. As will every other team in the AFC North, which is just an insane thing to think about. But, yep, all right, so that's the final kneel down, and I think we can go ahead and say that this is the final score of this game. Bengals once again proving that they own the Buffalo Bills. Now, this one wasn't as dominant of a performance as we've seen from them, but it was getting that way for a little bit, and then they just kind of slowed down a little bit, which has kind of been their MO this year. After the first couple of weeks, it's a lot of this has been fast starts and slow finishes. But hey, they're winning, so, I'll take it. Y'all is so Southern, I don't use that word. Well, I mean, my whole family's Southern, so that's why I use that word. It comes very naturally to me. You all, nah, I can't say that. It sounds too it sounds too formal almost for me. Y'all, that's my thing, But my whole family's from the South, from Eastern Kentucky, from where they call the holler. That's where my mom and their folks, they're all from the holler. That's what they call it. Lame, just selfie cam the entire game. The problem is I don't think I'd get good reception in the stadium. I never have before. That's how we were treated. Yep, that's really rough, Mikey. Sorry about your luck, buddy. But anyway, Bengals get the win, 5-3, and they're ahead of the Buffalo Bills as far as the playoff standings go. They still need the Jets to get out of their way, which is an insane thing to think about. The fact that the Jets are had what happened to Aaron Rodgers, and now they got Zach Wilson, and they're still being highly competitive. That's just wild to me. But yeah, if the Jets lose, then the Bengals will be in control of the playoff spot, and still in 4th place in the AFC North, by the way. What? But yeah, all right. Bengals finally got their act back together, and we're going to have some good stuff going forward. I appreciate y'all watching. That's going to be pretty much it for tonight. You can always catch more of what I do at Kyle Phelps92 on Twitter, Facebook.com/ThePhelps, Butt Fumble Sports, the Battle of Ohio podcast, which is currently exclusively on my YouTube channel, but trying to figure out ways to expand it out. Hopefully be on Spotify and Apple Podcasts before too long, and then maybe we can get it out to the to its own YouTube channel at some point, but right now it's only available on my channel. Well, that's what that is. And also, don't forget to subscribe here if you're new and you haven't subscribed yet. And if you have subscribed, then, I appreciate y'all coming back and making it so much more fun to watch these games. I used to have to watch these games alone, and it's fun for me to watch the games alone too, but it ain't there's something about the community and the camaraderie and everything, so I appreciate every single one of you coming out and hanging out with me today, and I hope to see you in 2 weeks, because I won't see you next week, but maybe we'll still be doing the Battle of Ohio podcast, so you can come hang out with me and Thomas and see us there, but like I said, I won't be doing a regular, I won't be doing the game. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for me today, y'all. So, I'll leave y'all, as always, with a hootie!